Jim Moore would say, "We're the talent." He's funny as shit, man. He exists to piss you off though, and I realize that, which is why I'm like, but I've texted him and been like, dude, you're the biggest asshole I've ever enjoyed listening to ever. And he's like, he
Jim
texted me.
Moore.
Yeah,
I thought you said Jim Mora.
No,
There we go.
no, I did not say Jim Mora. But State.
Welcome to Bus State. You're here for our first episode, our inaugural episode. From right to left, we got.
Let's not use
formal terms.
let's not use government names here. I mean,
Oh,
I'm gonna go Coach U.
you know what I mean?
no.
No.
He's known as Deep Throat on the far
Okay.
right. The government informer.
He's a Notre Dame fan. He's a Catholic joke in
There's
But only in the confessional booth.
Let's not forget that they're fighting on at 8-5, while we're marching on at 10-2 to the Fiesta Bowl. No big deal.
Let's get to the intros at least before we start shitting on each other's favorite fucking
Well,
colleges.
you just start making those jokes.
So, in case y'all can't tell, we're all old friends, known each other for a long time. Went to school together, all that good shit. Proper names, possibly.
Let's go, Chris.
Some
You
sort
can
of
go
name,
for it. You can go for
Chris.
Coach Chris. I believe in naming you Coach, just like Coach Gruden is always going to be Coach, even though he's just an old man.
Well, we can admit to be
Yeah.
coaches. We just don't have to talk about where we coach.
That's
We're not
fine.
even talking about where we coach.
Yeah, that's not important.
But you will be coaches
It's not important.
on the
That's
show.
not, yeah.
Well,
okay,
all right, that's fine.
Coach Chris, Coach Matt, and myself, Dan, who holds no title other than
Dan the producer.
Dan the
I
producer.
think Dave should be Coach Tickle.
DTP.
Coach Tickle.
Coach Tickle. Well, this is the a great endeavor for us. This is like Columbus. It's the Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria, all setting forth for the new world,
Yeah.
trying to find some new things.
We need some more like.
Set us off with another toast.
Well, yeah, we're going to fill this up a little bit.
Hopefully someday we'll have like an idea of what we're gonna do.
Well, it's a rough start. You know? Like you said, when Columbus left Italy, wherever they thought the world was flat.
I just when I made some shit up.
He was Italian.
He had that going against him. See what great things that man accomplished. How do I sail this ship using nothing but punches?
So what we come in here with? We came in. We got on the internet with the Seahawks and Mariners.
Well, this is our
Those
our
are new
welcome intro
topics.
process.
Those are new topics in Seattle.
So obviously, as you may have noticed, we got some Seattle sports paraphernalia here at the Batcave this week, and we will not divulge the location of this recording studio, but all we can tell you is that it's somewhere in the North American continent. But yes, we all are Seattle natives, born and raised. Grew up in this area. So yeah, we are going to be very Seattle sports biased, but at the same time, there's a lot of national sports, crazy stuff we're going to talk about, like Chris was talking about. We're going to talk about comic books. We're going to talk about wrestling. We're going to talk about, great stuff, making a nice centerpiece. You can see right here we've got a nice home ec thing going on here. So it's
We're just going sports.
yeah,
tonight.
we start with sports, but we jump into everything else because that's how conversations go. So yeah, we start off this week, obviously, Seahawks going up against the Browns here in Seattle.
34-17.
You think it's been another spanking?
Book it. That's the score.
I don't.
That's what it will be.
Yeah, I don't. I see 34. You think the Browns are gonna score 17?
Yeah,
That's my only.
that
I
is
just
a little
the
generous.
only we're gonna be up late, and everybody in Cleveland's playing for their job. Owner's gonna get fired, coaches are gonna get fired, everybody's gonna get fired. So if you're a player on Cleveland right now, all you're doing is going, I'm trying to audition for whoever's coming in here
Right.
next year.
Yeah.
So I could see that late in the game, the garbage dick time, and
It
late
could
touchdowns.
be. You know the one
Preseason
thing.
game.
The one thing Seattle feeds off of is that whole disrespect thing. And after Pettin came out and talked all that, but he came out. He's like,
I know, man.
But they're going to use it. You can already hear it. Michael Bennett's already out there talking about it. You can already tell they're using that to fire him up.
Oh yeah.
So the defense might not take their
No,
foot off the gas.
I like it that they'll use it. It's just so manufactured. Like, I mean, why is a guy that has anything to do with a Cleveland anything want to say anything about anybody?
Wait,
Like,
obviously,
I've never
They
understood
take it out of
that.
context and they blow it up because they have
Right.
nothing else to talk about. Like you said, it's a fucking done deal before
It's
they
a
even
guy
get on the
that's
field.
that's averaging 3 wins a season. Just stuff like that.
Yeah, take it with a grain of salt, I suppose, when you're talking about the Hawks game.
Just heard people on the radio so fired up about that. Like, it's disrespect. Gotta kill him. Yeah, I don't.
Well, you get.
I don't know that it's necessarily that. It's a coach nobody cares about that's going to get fired next year talking about Russell Wilson's not a top tier quarterback. Not to mention, what do you mean by that? If top tier, some people say top tier is only Peyton Manning and Tom Brady. If that's the case, well, okay.
Get
Yeah,
paid
well,
top tier money.
Aaron
You know,
Rodgers.
when you get you're going up against such a inferior team. You gotta.
Right, you gotta have
grab
reasons.
something.
Yeah, you gotta get a
You
hold of
remember
something.
when we went up north, up near the North Pole and played that team? Remember?
Yeah.
And we knew they were so
Alaska.
bad, but we found
Yeah.
we found a newspaper article because our kids were just going through the motions because they were just bad.
Yeah.
You could tell just from the walkthroughs and meeting them when we were staying up in Alaska. So their newspaper came out saying that it was a tune-up game for the playoffs, and that's what we used to rally. And we
Dude,
spanked them like 42-6.
Yeah,
It was
bad. It was bad.
Well, yeah, but it's not like these guys, as pros, need all that much more motivation, especially when we're talking about the situations that these Seahawks are in with having to basically not only win out minus a game or two, but somebody else has to lose for them to stay in, you know. And
Well, yeah, I
they
think
really do have their backs against the wall already, and a lot of people are saying this could be a trap game because people aren't worried about it, you know, as a team, because they're thinking about
It's-
these divisional games to close out and then playoffs. to
It's
come
not
after
a
that.
trap game when you go play the Little Sisters of the Poor. It's not. It's the Cleveland Browns with Johnny Manziel. We haven't allowed. What was the stat? 5 weeks, and we haven't allowed anybody to rush for 60 yards.
no.
We have. So
He held Adrian Peterson.
what are you going to do? You're going to force Cleveland to throw the ball. With Johnny Manziel, the guy might. And what is Johnny Manziel going to do when he gets any time and doesn't see anybody open? He's going to take off and run. And then he's going to die. I mean, he'll die. That's what happened to RG3.
We've gone. I mean, still, I think one of the better running quarterbacks. We've gone toe to toe with Kaepernick, and
Yeah,
We don't let that
shut
guy
him
do
down.
anything. I
And
mean,
I
we
would
did
say
in the
Kaepernick's a whole
playoffs,
lot
but-
more talented running the ball than Johnny Manziel.
I think he's all
So
around
Manziel's not
better.
that fast. He's just quick.
And just talking about the Niners, does anybody else just miss that rivalry?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Like when it
but-
was actually something to be scared of. We didn't know.
I just, when I went to the game against the Niners, and just the feeling
Oh,
of the
it was
stadium
great.
was
The
so
championship
subdued.
game, or?
No, this year.
Oh.
It's just, yeah, because I mean, I went to the championship games, and when we were battling for the division, just how fun that atmosphere was. And then you go and you play them, and they're just such a shitty team. That it's like you're like playing the Browns doing this week. It's hard to just get really jacked up about that.
Yeah. Well, you got to keep in mind, boys, that St. Louis might be moving into Los Angeles. Okay, the Chargers.
Todd Gurley
moving
looks-
to Los Angeles.
looks really
Gurley
good,
looks
man.
And you always know fucking Fisher's going to coach up a good squad down there, and they've been nipping at our heels for a long time if they can actually get a quarterback worth of shit.
Why do they always play us well and no one else?
It's a divisional game.
Well, right. I
they
mean, I
know us
understand
more.
that.
We can't handle it. We can't handle them in St. Louis.
Yeah, for like the last 3 years, it's been
And I know it blows
they
my
eke out
mind
these
like
wins
this
against
year. I
us.
think it's been like 4 years in a row. And this year people are like, I can't believe we lost to the Rams. Like, dude, if you were to tell me like, you know what happened last night, you won't believe it. The last thing I'm not gonna believe is we lost to St. Louis and St. Louis. It happens year in and year out. So when you, I can't believe it. No, I can believe it.
Yeah,
Right.
Weird shit happens in St. Louis.
Every time.
We were up with a minute to go.
The internet and the lighting, the bald spot is really apparent.
Well, if you lean forward, yes.
Well, yeah. I mean,
You gotta carry your.
it's episode one. I want to put all the cards on the table,
to.
and that's the bald spot's part of those cards. It's a lot
If
of.
we had to start a Three Stooges, you would have to be Curly. By default.
Let's see if I sit up tall. No, that I just look like I have a massive forehead.
Try to just find that happy medium. Just a nice little bit of cranial ridge. Get that nice soft lighting to play off you.
You should just cut
You
it.
know what's Rosillo, man, and I like his radio show for the most part. Remember the guy that used to be with Van Pelt?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now he's got his own show, and it's Rosillo and who's it? Cannell, Danny Cannell.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not bad, but I feel like the dry, sarcastic, extra cool guy is starting to become like an overused character on radio and TV. Like Rosillo's really good and he's funny and I like the guy and I agree with him half the time. But he's always on that like I'm gonna be really dry. I'm gonna be sarcastic. I'm never gonna be serious about anything. Keep my voice really low. But he beats that character to death, and I feel like Van Pelt he did that so perfect.
Well, and those two worked well. They were gold. Those two
Right,
working
because Van
together.
Pelt also gets up and smiles, whereas Rosillo's like cracks a half a smile once a show.
Yeah.
I don't know. But that guy, he just, I feel like that character's starting to get overused.
Well, yeah, and a lot of them, that dry humor is just, that dry humor just runs ESPN.
Yeah, but it's different. It's not like, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about Neil Everett slipping in Mark and 8, dude. And you know what I mean?
Lebowski
Right,
references
but that dry, but it's funny. I'm talking about what Russillo's. It's a different thing. It's when he demands to be. He's like, yeah, I'm just too cool for everything. What are the kids doing? The whip and the nay-nay? Oh, whoa. You know, like he just.
That was pretty spot on.
It's just way too cool for everything.
It is.
Which started out as really funny, and now I feel like it's starting to lean. It's leaning back towards the privileged. I don't know. I'm gonna leave that one.
He's watching right now. And
I
fucking
digress.
Couch up. The only guy watching.
You got one viewer, and it's Ryan Russillo.
He's
just
just
like,
sit-
Just fucking sharpening a steak.
tomorrow he's like, I'm taking these guys down. Or not tomorrow, Monday.
Well, he's gonna see another white fat dude posing as a buff guy with a bald spot. This guy's coming from a job.
Do we have any viewers?
These are just doing fucking.
Do we have viewers?
Knuckle push-ups.
No, I don't. I certainly don't think so.
We might have had a few over the course so far.
Somebody probably checked in.
How do
just
you
like,
tell?
Well,
nobody's
because you can see,
beating it,
you
so
can't
I gotta
maybe
change
here,
channel.
but next to the live button, there's a little live red triangle in the upper right
Yeah.
kind of there, and to the right of that, it'll say how many viewers we have.
Oh, okay. So no viewers.
Well, you know, this is what happens.
I was
Week
thinking
one.
there'd be a lot.
Well, we gotta get out there. You know, we just gotta put it out there.
We should
Just
try
gotta
not to
respond.
suck. We'd be better.
So, keeping on the topic here with the Seahawks, I know we wanted to talk about Lynch and Rawls and what's going on with this running back situation.
Rawls hurt big time. And I know you'll agree, but what irritates me about like Seattle fans is all like, Lynch can't come back and do anything for the playoffs. If he comes back, he's going to change our offense. We can't be as good with. You're talking about a guy who's probably a Hall of Fame running back.
I don't.
And you got Seattle fans talking about how when he comes back, our offense will get worse. Like, do people forget what this guy did for us? We don't win a Super Bowl without Marshawn
No.
Lynch. That's the facts.
Well, yeah, but
You win another Super Bowl with Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah.
let's not even touch that. Ever.
No, it was.
Let's agree we're never touching that. Last play.
I can understand the thought process. I just don't know if I would have pulled the
Tell you
trigger
what,
on
I
that
don't.
play.
I don't even.
we won't touch it until we go back.
But
to the big
I just
games
can't
this year.
stand Seattle's like. What is it about Lynch anybody doesn't like? Oh, he's got that weird attitude. Like the guy doesn't talk; he just handles business. I thought for years I've been watching ESPN. They're like, "Oh, this guy mouths off too much," and then you get one guy that doesn't ever say anything, and that irritates you too.
You know who loves him?
He's phenomenal, by the way.
Herm Edwards. And whoever Herm Edwards, I just go with Herm Edwards.
Stand with Herm.
Because
Herm is an easy guy to stand with.
Did you hear his rant?
Oh, I know what that is.
about,
That's neighborhood cereal.
Did you hear,
Herm Edwards is hilarious.
He went on a tangent. He almost got up and walked off of the ESPN set. They were talking about LaShawn McCoy. And why, like, and he's like, why is he still
bullshit
talking about
with
that?
the
You're in Buffalo.
chip.
You're taken away from your team. Why are you even worried about what's going on in Philly anymore? I'm not gonna try to paraphrase it, but
Right.
it was good.
Yeah, but it's just more bullshit the media stirred
And that
up
was a
really wasn't
horrible
even there.
story. Like that was me. That talking point was god awful.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
That was really
It was
bad.
pretty bad.
And that's what I think about me.
And this is why Herm Edwards is tight.
I will stand
Oh,
behind
yeah,
Herm
no,
Edwards
Herb's
100%.
Let it be
good.
known, we don't like Scott Van Pelt's little
Herb's
fucking
good.
prodigy. We like Herm Edwards.
So that's what this show's really going to be about.
Love Scott. I love
My
Scott.
favorite ESPN personality is.
cool, this guy's not.
Just for the record.
I heard he likes mayonnaise on chicken sandwiches.
Whoa.
You
Who
don't
doesn't put mayonnaise on a chicken sandwich?
Well, you know, maybe I should have fucking had a better analogy. It was there.
Same. You get it. This is
Yeah.
recorded. This is the.
Let it be known I like mayonnaise on chicken sandwiches.
Yes,
For
not,
anyone
it's just
who's-
dry.
who's questioning.
We'll be like that show in the middle
You're
of
gonna
the day
have
on that
something
radio
with chicken
station we like with the show of record. This is the opposite of that. Which,
The show of record?
yeah, well, why am I acting like we can't? Like, oh, our sponsors won't let me talk about another show.
Am I miserable?
No, Bob and Cross, man. Bob. Oh, and Tom. Sorry, Tom.
He really should just be in a producer role anyway. And
Well, he kind of is.
He's,
but
he's like on 8 shows right now.
I think
'cause he's
everybody
fucking
just
producing
started.
and talking.
No,
and
he's Bob Peace. He's Bob Grouse and Tom in the
Oh, so now
afternoon.
he's a
yeah,
set piece, huh?
yeah, no, right in the middle of the day. But I love it because they started calling their show the show record, and then Jim Moore got all upset. He's like, I don't know why they call it the show record.
Do you remember Graz with Gas?
Yeah,
Back in the day.
it was good.
That was
It was
pretty
good.
funny.
Those guys were pretty
The
funny.
Gas Man. Bob with Grass.
I
Those
can't say I do. I remember calling into the show.
So this
and
whole
fucking
show
saying
we're
that
just going to
Graz had stinky
review
feet.
radio personalities.
Yeah, well, apparently for episode 1.
It's who's hot and who's not in the world of World Butt State.
World
We're
of
gonna tell you who's
Guys
cool.
that listen to too much
Who's
sports
cool.
radio, enough that they had the audacity to get on the internet, start drinking
Hey,
and talking.
Just like Christopher Columbus, we strike out, heading for the new world to subjugate them and hand them blankets.
Okay.
He never found America. He never found the continental
He found
United
the
States.
fucking Bahamas.
Yes. I mean.
Who is this funny man?
He's from Jamaica?
I don't know why. They weren't even there yet. It was just like a bunch of islands with sugar cane. Who was there before Columbus showed up anyway, right?
Some native to the
Some
island
folks.
people.
Yeah.
Some good, honest, hardworking.
The first pair of heads. The first
I
Jimmy
don't know.
Buffett fans were down there, just waiting.
There's still,
Buffett.
I don't know anymore, but there were still some islands who hadn't seen like modern civilization. You remember the Sri Lanka
Yeah.
earthquake and tsunami?
Yeah.
And they flew over that island, and guys came running out with like spears and
Started
stuff,
throwing
and started
helicopters.
throwing at helicopters because they're like, holy shit,
Oh, yeah.
the fuck is that? Just
Well, the last
I've never seen
the
a
last
flying
outsiders that came to the
airplane.
island got everybody sick, and then they have a mistrust for anybody that comes in now. So anybody that shows up, they think you're fucking demons, and they throw spears at you. Uh-oh. Jihad's
Yes.
the source of flame.
This is shit. That right there. Shouldn't even be in this house. But then again, I'm wearing a team from South Bend, Indiana.
What's your first clue as to where the Batcave is?
Yeah.
They're tracing the call right now.
Yeah. We will not tell you where we're broadcasting from, but if you ever find us, you can come and sit with us and drink our
We might
liquor
drop
all
a hint
night.
here and there if we're gonna go do an event.
I don't know if I'm letting anybody off that just finds us from the internet. I'm gonna be really scared of that guy.
No, well,
Tracks us
but if
down.
we ever go to a
You're
bar,
not coming in here.
that's I say if we ever go out in public and do this,
Yes.
Right.
Like at a
Oh,
bar,
well,
we'll give
yeah.
a clue.
That'd be cool.
We give one clue.
Where are we gonna go next week? Let's go.
Well, we might go to a different back.
Yeah,
Well,
let's-
next week's fucking Christmas.
Right, we gotta go to your garage.
So we're going to the old
Easy.
the
What,
Batcave
easy,
too.
easy what? man?
We're going to Bruce Wayne's penthouse. This is the back cave. We're going to go to the penthouse.
Oh,
See, that's
okay.
how it works. He's got 2 layers.
Well, it's
Uh,
always the bad cave.
Yeah. But we might be on next week if we can get together.
I would
Christmas night.
imagine.
We're attending to BS.
I just see no reason why not.
Christmas.
Well, we're not a hard commit. We didn't sign the letter of intent.
This
next
is
week.
Ulrich saying already, I'm going to eat so much ham and drink so much liquor and pass out so early. I will
No.
not be attending.
I got kids. I'm not going to be getting drunk during the day on Christmas. If we do the show, that's when I'll start.
Couple of hot toddies at night.
That's when I'll start
That's
putting
what I'm
back the
saying.
liquor.
No, we got some eggnog. We can whip that
Valedictorian.
up with that
I'm
whiskey.
not a nog fan.
You're not a nog fan?
I'm not.
Whoa, there's a topic.
I just doesn't do
What?
it for me.
Do you like eggnog?
Yes.
A lot of people love eggnog. I just don't like eggnog.
I'm a picky lad when it comes to food, and I love eggnog.
Yeah, I just it's not my thing.
Oh man, eggnog is so, especially with, you know what, the Crown Royal Maple is the best thing you can just, if you're not gonna make eggnog from scratch and mix, you know, like rum and brandy in it or whatever you do, Crown Royal Maple blended into that whiskey, the
I guess-
eggnog
I
is the
can see
best
that.
thing you could mix it with. It just blends seamlessly. Speaking, so let's make sure that we're, as long as we're doing a sports show, let's be the one sports show that actually like respects the sport of hockey. Because this is what I can't stand about all the sports radio is that they never talk hockey.
Not in this market. We'd never get shit in this market.
The Graz did the other day with Tom for like 5 minutes
Yeah.
Well,
because they happened to bring up Gretzky. Now, granted, they went into a whole lot more hockey than Gretzky, but
Yeah. I will watch. I guess my trouble with hockey is if I don't have like a team, it's just hard to get. It's like
Right, I hear you. Well,
I
I
used
mean,
I used to love pro basketball, and then we lost to Sonics, and it's just
Right.
I don't have a rooting interest.
Right.
We
I'll
went to
watch
fucking
hockey
Blazers.
when it's on, but
Nub forced me into Red Wings
fuck the
fanhood,
Blazers.
so.
Like, yeah, fuck the Blazers. I don't know shit about the Blazers. I just, it's hard. I can't get
Portland,
behind the basketball.
I can't, honestly, I can't get in behind anything for Portland. I don't even dislike Portland in general.
I
I just,
love Portland.
Portland's a good city.
Yeah,
But
I'm a
I
fan
just,
of Portland.
being from
It's not
Seattle, I
Seattle.
can't root for a team from Portland.
Yeah.
It's like all those dickheads in Maine that are like Patriots. Like,
Right.
You don't
like,
get to
what?
have a team. I'm
No,
sorry.
you're not,
I mean,
that's
just because it's a fucking an hour drive to get to
New
Boston.
England.
But I mean, think about it. It's like if you drove to fucking like Tacoma, basically.
What do you mean New England?
It's
Yeah,
all
no,
all those
see,
little
if we
cities that are
go-
up there, you know, where they're like fucking right next to each other.
We have the
If
Tea
we got-
Party again. There's no New England.
If you got tickets to go to a Blazers game, I'd go. Just for the simple fact to go to the sporting event.
Well,
I'd go
yeah.
on the road trip and do it.
Yeah.
It's just because we love driving
Happily.
to Portland.
You go wearing a fucking
Coach's
Sonics
clinic in
jersey.
Portland is the greatest time ever.
You're not gonna go buy a fucking.
Speaking of
Blazers
which, we
jersey.
gotta hurry up and isn't it about that time? Or is it January? They start sending out.
Yeah,
The
I'll get
clinic's
it.
in March,
I'll let you
right?
know. I'll get the letter. in
Well, I
the
get
mail.
it in the- I
Yeah,
get it
we
in
get
the
it every
email.
year.
Should go, just go with us.
You
What
don't
are you
have.
doing?
We should broadcast
From the coach's clinic? Oh, that'd
in
be a good
Portland.
time.
In hotel rooms, it's a blast. There's some good stuff, but you know
What time?
defensive guy back
time of year
coach.
is
I'm a
this coming?
line coach. There's not a lot of.
What you said?
When do you guys do this?
We do the
Sometime in
season in March for over a weekend.
Okay.
Usually leave Friday morning.
That nice tax return money, and then I can maybe
Oh,
jump down to
dude,
Portland.
it's.
Well,
a
we all
good-
split
it's a
hotel
really
rooms.
good
They
time.
give
Yeah.
us, so if you're a coach, you get like it's like $109 a night for 2 people, and we only get to stay 2 nights, so it's like $100 a head. 2 guys split a room.
Go to
Get
some
all the
clinics,
clubs.
listen to some college coaches talk about football, get a couple X's and O's down, and then we go out and have an excellent time.
And then it's
Well, they
just-
give you, there's a free bar at the end of every day with all the coaches
yeah,
from all over a couple states.
Huh. That does sound like a good time.
you know,
Oh,
it's really fun.
we just. You think anybody thinks coaches love going to clinics? Just like, I'm in bed early, I'm up early. get some
I think some do. I think we talked to a couple the last time I went.
See, I just feel like those guys are missing out.
They are. But you remember the tight end? I'm not going to say the name of the school. But you remember
Right.
the tight end coach
Yeah.
from?
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, you can tell that he was like, "Well, I'm going to bed. We got 7 o'clock clinics."
Right.
Like, dude,
8 o'clock, time to go to sleep.
there's gonna be like 3 people in the room, including the guy
Dude,
that's talking.
there's a $5 steak at a strip club tonight, so and it's
A
a
strip club
T-bone.
named
It's
Adonis.
a T-bone as big as your head.
Yeah.
It's
that is
just-
probably the best thing about Portland is how they try to incorporate strip clubs and all kinds of other random shit like
That
strip
is-
club, laundromat. and
That's how all strip clubs should be.
steakhouse.
I hate a strip club where the only thing you can do is sit there and look at women get naked. Why? Could I have a drink? Could I play some pool? Could I hang out? Could I do something?
If you're in Seattle, you can have a nice non-alcoholic
Right,
lemonade.
I can
Yeah,
sit here and sip cokes.
It's up here. It's dimly lit. Nobody fucking talks to anybody.
Well, then there's
You're
the-
down to Portland. There's pool
Right.
tables. There's bumper pool. You're just
Right.
It's
You're
well
you're a
lit.
dude at a bar enjoying yourself, and there happens to be naked women in the background. What I hate is looking across too, and there's a guy on the other side of the bar going,
Just fucking mad.
just staring at the chick like, what? I don't.
Like he's
know
gonna
about
jump up
being
and like,
there.
show me your pussy.
Show it.
That really is what's going on in his head.
We
though.
were down there one time and Stan looked across. He's like, "Hey, can everybody lighten up?
There was
We're having a good time."
I had to say it 'cause the dude was. He started out looking at the chick, and then he started looking at me really pissed
See, what
off.
you didn't know is
like
that-
I came in and intruded on his time.
What you didn't know is that's his girlfriend.
Oh,
And she's up there dancing,
man.
trying to pay for.
Trust me when I say this about this
Mutual
particular
fertilization.
dude,
That was
not
his
his girlfriend.
Okay, it was his sister.
Hey, 'cause one night we asked one of the locals like, "Hey man, we want to go to like a cool bar." You know, like it doesn't have to be a strip club. You know, we've done that scene the night before, so I just want to find a cool bar. He's like, "Yeah, you can go to a pirate bar.
No.
It's a cool
Where in
bar."
Portland were you guys at?
In Portland. Oh, near the airport.
Yeah.
In
Right
Portland.
downtown.
Right near the airport. And he was like, "Go to this pirate bar," and it was a cool bar. You know, it was pirate theme, which.
Now, if I remember, isn't the airport on like an island?
I don't know.
Maybe I'm fucking up.
We
I don't think so.
No,
Were
Portland.
we on an island? We were on
Portland's it was a Portland airport. I don't know, we drove
Yeah.
across the bridge to get there, but I think that was just crossing the.
I think it's like a little tiny island, like in that little river. Fisher. Well, we
We're
could
gonna have to research this.
It could have water
Doesn't
on
change
both
that much
sides
story.
of
Our
it.
internet's being used, although we all have phones, right?
What do you mean? Oh,
I was as
on
far
there.
as finding the answers to life's questions.
Yeah, I don't think it's an island.
It's- I don't think
I
it's
think
an
there's
island.
water around it.
I was just trying to
two
get-
rivers that feed in.
Am I the only one continuing to fill whiskey glasses? I'm just.
You are, and you're hitting it hard.
Hey, you got a chaser by chance?
Yeah, I could do that.
What's me up with something?
I got a couple of tampons. Also, if you need.
We could put a nipple on it.
You know, I appreciate you being so thoughtful, but it's not that time for me.
Well, yeah, we should. Yeah, I think that should be. We definitely should do a live show down in
There's
Portland.
that. Well, then right around that time too is WHL playoffs, and the Birds are going to be in it this year. So we got to go see a fucking playoff game. It's the
Been down
fucking
there?
most fun.
Yeah.
Oh, if it was in Portland, that'd be even the fucking best. Just go on a road trip and shit all over that town.
Well, then we should get.
Shut up!
Mr. Magoo
We
is fucking
should-
starting up Christmas early.
Yeah, we
Oh
should.
no, was it? No.
We should get,
Coca-Colas.
We should get. Irish Death.
Oh,
Dirty bastard.
he's listening.
Good
to
stuff.
And Ukraine grape. It's one of the best chase I got right now.
So if that's a good topic for anybody that's watching us on the repeat broadcast. If you send us some comments, maybe some ideas.
We like to talk
Where
liquor.
you'd like to see us broadcast live, because we are going to be going to some fucking podunk fucking bars and other events and shit like that. And
We will come to
spread the love.
your
Yeah.
town.
We're coming to your town. We're gonna party it down.
We're gonna get a bunch
Come
of messages
in.
about don't come.
To your
please.
city.
Somebody covers the drinks. We'll show up, and we'll fill your nights with joy.
Yes.
Wait, what was the last thing you said?
I thought he was going to say we'll fill your women with seeds.
Well,
He said we'll fill your nights with joy.
that's the unsaid part of that.
Now we're else.
The implied
We're not filling
contract.
anybody with seeds.
Except for a dirty old gym sock.
Which is our fourth
Oh, yeah,
member
yeah.
actually could not
I
join us
was too
tonight.
busy with the dirty old gym sock.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, speaking of dirty old gym socks, we have to also make a belated introduction to our friend who you'll maybe see next week, depending on if, he fucking gets to come home for Christmas. Stop working in
He's
Saudi
working.
Arabia.
Well, but yeah, you get they
Actually, the
offer
airport,
like
man.
triple time.
Yeah, you get serious bucks.
Yeah. Yeah, you work triple time on a holiday. That's a good one.
Thank you, sir.
And if you also, there's other beers.
Oh,
I just want to drink this good shit
I hear you.
without a chase
Right,
before I started jumping into the crown.
I gotcha.
Is Spoon out of Oregon?
I think it's actually Idaho, and to be honest, I'm always scared that it's probably brewed
No,
by
Ellensburg, Washington.
Ellensburg.
Is it our
So there's a
That's-
local.
Is it our first plug?
That's way better. Well, see, let's not plug it because it's Ellensburg.
Let's give it a review, huh?
It's excellent.
That's a
It's
great
excellent
beer.
beer. It's really good beer. But I'm just worried that it might be made by a bunch of dirty racists. I'm not saying that I know that.
Let's just say
I'm just
if
saying it could be, and I don't want to be a part of
some Iron Horse type people wanted to talk to us and confirm they're not racist, we'd be happy to endorse their product.
that.
But we'd have to meet you in person. Until then, you get
Well, we went to
sign
the
up
Iron
the
Horse
label.
camp for the Aryans.
That's not. That's
No,
not.
it's true.
That was a bunch of half truths
Didn't
sewn
we go to-
together into a
Didn't
hellacious
we go to?
lie.
We went to Iron Horse. Wasn't that the name of it?
No, that was not. It was Wild Horse.
Wild Horse.
It wasn't Iron Horse.
Okay.
It was a Christian camp for little kids, and we were little kids, and
We're sophomores.
we were in high. It was first of our high school.
That's a great
Excuse
camp.
me.
It was a great camp.
Let's split hairs. It's a good time. It's a good time. But it definitely didn't have anything to do with
No, not at all. No.
Ellensburg and Aryans.
None of that. That was
As a matter of fact, I'm just getting scared that even saying these words is gonna people Google stuff will pop up. I don't want to pop up. I don't want to be three white guys
We're
sitting
gonna be
around a
tagged
table
with-
drinking.
3 new proponents for the hate
Oh.
movement.
Yeah,
No,
that's not where we wanted to go here.
Just shut it down.
It's not. Shut it.
We'll
let's
start
stop
again
right
tomorrow.
We start over now. All right. Start with a clean slate here. Welcome to Butt State.
I know nobody cares. But
Well, then let's stop there.
Seattle did sign Iwakuma today.
Yeah, let's keep it on.
Because he did get the.
Because he failed a physical, so
Well,
we
but-
signed him.
But it.
Some we knew
We
about.
got him for a lot less. I understand.
Yeah, you got him. Well, he still stands to make $45 million if he reaches his option. So there's incentive for him to pitch better, which helps. And I'm just gonna take the lead on baseball because I know you guys don't care that much.
Yeah, you start seeing that kind of glaze come over.
But I mean, it is. I just.
If we actually won a
I'm a
few
sucker
games, you'd
for
have someone to give a
nostalgia.
shit.
I'm a
Oh,
sucker
yeah.
for nostalgia, so every year I have that childhood hope that the Mariners are just gonna be good.
Well,
Because a good baseball team is it's fun. It's
Well, yeah.
fun.
I hope, man.
This
I
town
hope.
is fucking seriously buzzing when the Mariners are
I-
doing well.
It's super-
It's been fucking 20 years though since it's
Yeah,
happened.
imagine the sports atmosphere of this town. You have the Seahawks back in the playoffs. You have the Mariners making a playoff push.
You know-
It's just there's a lot of good shit going on.
But it's not going on.
It's not.
We're talking about it going on,
But we're
it's not
hoping.
going on.
Yeah,
This is
we're-
exactly what we did
We're
last
all
year
just
too.
thinking about the
And-
Spank Bank from 1995, just like, oh, Randy Johnson,
Right,
oh,
right.
Edgar.
But finally, for the first time in a while, we got a GM who was like, well, all right, Cruz, as far as position players goes, he pretty much kept the starting pitching rotation intact because they were good. But he was like, Cruz solid, Cano, he's a keeper, Seager, he's a keeper, Zanino, there might still be life there. Everybody else, fuck off. Get fucked. Like he literally traded everybody else.
We just turned into bubbles all of a sudden.
Well, he did, and
Fucked.
it was refreshing to see because we just got, you come in, you see Jack Zarenzik year in and year out being like, oh, Franklin Gutierrez, if he can come around, that's our key. Like, we're banking on a guy that
Right.
loses 20 pounds in spring training, and he's a good player when he's healthy. But the fact of the matter is that he's just probably not going to cut.
How funny was it though that finally
He ripped it
Sorensen
up.
got fired, and all of a sudden Jesus Montero finally kind of did come around.
Well,
Because
that's
for
the thing,
years
like-
people just been like, man, this fat idiot.
There was we saw when he got fired. I think they were able to make moves that Jack Zarenzik was holding back on. Like, saw Rodney gone. They were talking going into the All-Star break. Rodney cost us 9 games. That could have put us in first place at the All-Star break. That's a big deal, but stuck around. Once Zarenzik got fired, he was out. Brad Miller and Chris Taylor, they got moved around. We brought up the young kid. I can't remember his name right now. But he started playing short. He did really well. The team just started playing better. And
Right.
and then they fired Lloyd, and I guess you come in, you want your own guy, which bummed me out. I liked Lloyd. I thought Lloyd
What was
doing
that?
an okay job. It was a text message.
That noise.
Then you had the third.
That noise. No, it just I felt like we just like jumped time. Or like.
It's over.
That might be the Scottish.
We had a. Then you had a.
that was God telling Orange to shut up.
we're talking sports,
Yeah,
talking
we're
baseball,
talking.
let's go.
We're talking Seattle Mariners here.
Then you have a third base coach who just was clearly butthurt that he got fired, and comes out and says we got fired because Cano wasn't good. Cano ended the season hitting .287 with 20 bombs. In what world is that just not a good second baseman?
For how much fucking money you paid the guy,
Can we
though, and
can
how
we
much
talk
he-
about
That's what I
clutch? Can we
don't-
And his
just
numbers
to
are
be honest though,
fine.
clutch situations this last season, and I have no problem with Cano. I don't think we should get rid of one of the best players in baseball.
Do you remember
But-
he had the stomach worm?
Right, he might. I don't know what was wrong with him. I'm just saying, facts are facts. Clutch situations. The guy did have a bunch of times during the season where it was like, this is when we count on the big time
Right,
guy,
first
getting
half.
paid all the money, and he just didn't
It was
show
spotty.
up.
First half of the
best.
season, he had this, and then he got shut down. They're like, okay, well, he's got a serious stomach virus. He had a worm or something in there. He got that taken care of. Second half of the season, he ripped it up. Because going into at the All-Star break, this guy was hitting like 240. Ended up hitting 287. So obviously after that got changed. In the whole, how much we're paying him, when it comes to sports like baseball, just for me, I don't, like when people are like, why are we paying him so much? These owners have so much money. I don't fucking
The numbers
Well, yeah,
are almost
exactly.
fake.
I don't fucking care.
It's
Yeah.
like
When
it's
people are like, he's not, like, obviously in football, there's clear debate when it comes to
they're like those
salaries,
Fed.
because
They
there's a
just
cap.
print money.
There's a cap. When it comes
It
to
is, but
baseball,
more.
when people whine about like how much somebody's making in baseball, it's like, there's no cap.
No,
Why
and
do you fucking?
And at the end of the day, I was happy they
want.
just spent the money when I saw it. I was like, I don't even care if he even pans out, just because they're out there trying to make a splash. I'm happy.
In a sport with no salary cap, yeah, I just don't get.
I do agree. Seeing all the movement it at least makes a fan have hope. This is why there's people in Cleveland that are like 90 years old. They're like, this year the Browns are gonna do it.
Were they in
They had-
Cleveland or East Brooklyn?
Man, you know what? My accents.
Yes, I moved here from
Okay.
Brooklyn.
What does the guy from Cleveland even sound like? Drew Carey? He didn't sound all that different.
No, I don't think they really had an accent.
All right, well, there's no accent.
Either.
Either way.
We're from Cleveland.
No, that's Minnesota.
Oh, who
We have
You
people
can't
watching
hear us.
People are commenting that you can't hear you guys.
Oh.
Oh, that-
Monty, how are people commenting? People are watching this?
We got 2 viewers.
who's watching?
I don't know.
We have 2 viewers.
Here, I'll turn up the volume a little bit here. Hello, hello.
People. Her
Hey,
cousin's uncle. Is,
Hi, cousins.
Well, there's somebody out there watching.
Well, you're somebody's cousin.
Because she was like, hey, tune into these idiots.
Well, it gives us 2 views.
Well, cheers. Cheers to that.
Cheers to you.
I wonder if anybody's
Can they hear us now?
Yeah.
What do we got to do to be heard?
If you can hear us,
We probably need mics.
give us a shout here on the.
We are gonna need
social
mics.
stream over on this direction. Yeah.
We're going to need mics.
What we need is a rich benefactor to bequeath upon us these.
Well, no.
home
The
studio.
mics
We can
mics
get
aren't that
mics.
expensive.
A couple $100.
Because we don't need even nice ones for what we're doing. As a matter of fact, it's almost an insult to the microphone to get
Couldn't
an
we all just
expensive
get
mic for this.
T-Pain mics from Toys R Us?
Yeah,
for
just
20 bucks?
auto-tune our shit.
Don't those go? Do they have a head strap?
I don't
strap
know.
around.
You can get a Bane set.
Yeah.
You were adopted by radio. I was born into it. And then I was adopted by foster parents.
Do you know what British rape is?
Okay.
Well, I'd say so.
Maybe bomb covers.
Yeah,
I was just slipping a little bit
Okay,
into Sean Connery.
into
when
Connery?
Yeah, I was.
It's hard not to.
You're going Irish.
That's album covers.
Connery's
I know what an alien
Ain't
was.
no, I struggled for
Ain't no
years.
bun cover.
Yeah, he was he's a Scottish guy.
Scottish.
Here's a perfect side topic.
The Rock.
You boys ever seen? Yeah, so well, that's next. Hunter
The
in
Rock.
October.
We got our liquor and beers turned into a clusterfuck, and we said we're not ready
yet.
to now McAllen we can advertise that McAllen, Crown Royal and Jameson,
Those are
those are staples. The everyday,
This is my everyday.
the
Mother's
always
Milk.
excellent Mother's Milk, the always excellent, and the special occasion, which is why that bottle's just sitting still.
We did have some, and it is a great sipping whiskey. It was
She works for my life.
great.
I like Scotch.
It's good.
Here
Our-
goes
Our
down.
first Will Ferrell.
Down
reference,
into
mark
me.
it down.
Well, I probably should stay away from this.
What we need to do is get a sound drop for every time there's a Will Ferrell reference made by Stag, or a Big Lebowski reference.
Between me and him, a Big Lebowski reference can happen so often. We probably should just not
Well, all
even
of
pay
us,
him
yeah.
attention.
I mean, yeah.
Tied into it somehow.
We haven't had. Yeah, sometimes Big Lebowski's hard to drop in there.
Guy
at certain times.
cut us off in traffic today. Monty was driving. His license plate said veteran around it. She was like, veteran. And Sarah's like, who am I? From the back seat. Oh, goddamn veteran. That's who I am.
In and out. In and out.
Sayer in the car, Sayer yelling in the car might have led to one of the best moments of my life. Just one of the funniest all-around moments. We're driving down one of the roads, and you're not just being a dick, following this guy way too close on a 25, honking, and he turns around and says, "What's your problem?" And I was just being a smartass. I was like, "Sorry, I thought it was 50." And he goes, "Oh," and his son turns around and keeps looking, and he looks around one more time, and next thing I know, Sayer is out of my car, sitting on the window, and goes, "Hey, you look back here again, I'm gonna come up there and cut your fucking head off with an axe." And I was like, "Whoa!"
With an axe?
So the dad and the son get out of the car, and I busted a bitch and took off. I was like, "What are you doing? You just threatened to cut somebody's head off with an axe in broad daylight?" Dude, we're just down here in the middle of town. I'm sure there's a cop somewhere close by. You're just out here like, we're gonna chop your head off.
I got $5 in my wallet. You just made a bet for 500.
Oh, dog time.
Dogs. Dogs.
The mascots. That's cool. Like right
Stella,
out of
she's
the shot.
so, yeah, she
You just see a
doesn't-
couple tails going by. That's all.
What's going on?
Official mascot, Butt State.
Stella, come here. Come here.
So,
The Butt State Hounds.
I guess.
Yeah.
Butt State.
We didn't touch why we're called Bud State, did we?
Yeah. What is
Butt
what
State-
is the mascot? Yeah. Okay.
Well, Butt State is for anybody that's sick enough in the head to watch enough football to enjoy the Tuesday night or Wednesday night college football game, where it's usually like West Central Illinois versus Butt State University of Iowa.
Yeah. Akron.
But Akron.
It doesn't matter what-
West.
doesn't-
Upper Donahue.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what team you're
Framingham.
watching on Tuesday night. You just got to remember one of them, and they're
Butt
playing
State.
Butt State.
They're playing Butt State.
It's
and
Western.
we are the coaches of Butt State.
Yeah. It's Western Kentucky
Since
versus
time
Butt State
immemorial.
every Tuesday and Wednesday night.
That's right.
So what? Yeah. Is it the Butt State fucking bloodhounds, the Great Danes?
the Butt
It's-
State Danes.
The Butt State Danes.
Come here, Stella. Get the
That's what.
Stop crawling under the
And it
table.
won't even be a dog, it'll just be a Danish guy wearing little fucking, I don't know
What
what.
is it,
I don't know what
IKEA?
Danish
Is
guys
that?
look
No,
like.
that's
That's a Swedish.
Swedish, my bad.
I almost went like Dutch and said wooden shoes, but that's a little different. No, it's got me Dutch. Okay, I'm Dane.
Your 3 Dutch viewers hate you.
Oh, we lost them all. Oh.
Is there a viewer?
We had
Eddie?
3 in Dutchland. We have 1 viewer.
We got one right now. We are up to 3.
The viewer is sitting in our living room.
So hey,
Oh.
social
Yeah.
stream. If y'all want to get onto it, it's right over here. You can leave us a comment, say hello, say what's up, give us a shout out. Maybe if you want to weigh in on these topics we got here today. We also are going
Or
to do
perhaps
some
you
live
just think I'm handsome. You'd like to let us know.
Yeah, which one? Yeah, fuck, marry, kill. Let us know. Which?
What do you say?
Fuck Mary
You
Kill.
ever heard of that game?
No, I haven't.
It's a game usually that's like truth or dare.
Dog.
Like you got like a chick that you
Dog,
you say okay,
stop, come here.
fuck, marry, kill, and she has like 3 dudes to choose from. Usually it's like a game where like
Oh,
hypothetically.
fuck Mary Kill.
Yes.
I thought you said fuck Mary
Oh,
Kill.
yeah, I was like, who is Mary Kale?
Yeah, I thought you said Mary.
Fuck her and then.
Kale.
Fuck Mary Kale.
Mary Kale.
Yeah, I hate that broad.
I know she's
Yeah.
so fucking uppity. She's named after a fucking healthy superfood. I don't give 2 shits.
Oh, I made a kale salad the other night.
It fucking tastes like ass.
Kale is not good.
Well,
That's why it's fucking good for
I
you.
was trying to
Right.
eat healthy, and I whipped it up, and it was just fucking bad. What it was just really bad.
Exactly.
So you're just putting feedback? That's what you're
We're
doing?
coming
You're just
to-
bringing
we're
your
co-
phone
we're
over
coming
so
to
they
the
can hear
phone.
what we just said?
That's the next thing we gotta get to is get a fucking phone number.
Well, we're gonna.
So we need to get a burner?
Yeah, we gotta get a burner. We're gonna get. What's what we do for our phones?
We get an old school. We get an old
We
school.
would have a real phone.
We can get an old school Nokia because those things don't break, and that can be our burner.
There you go. There you go.
I got a lawyer named Saul Goodman.
Oh.
Give us a
Did you
burner.
watch that show?
Better Call Saul?
We don't see any
No,
comments
I
here,
don't.
folks.
Man, it's good.
You
We're
said you
checking
don't
the
see
I
comments.
I watched like halfway through though. I need to see the
Social
rest of the first
stream.
season.
Here on the chat.
What is this?
We got comments?
They probably left them on like Facebook. What
Why
you
you
gotta
getting
do?
updates?
You have to comment on the social stream
They should
over in this area.
comment on Dan. Right there, looking smooth. Speaking of Dan, observe just Dan, so everybody can see that.
Sorry to look at.
What's that? Hey, listen, if you don't put that USC shit back up,
It's just why?
we'll go into your garage next week and I'll tear every piece of Notre Dame memorabilia down.
Yeah, that's
every single piece in there.
The other Batcave stag. It's not anybody's home.
Nobody can find his house. What is this? Why is this sitting here?
For that reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moose.
We just went up to 70 viewers.
And one said show tits, I believe.
If anybody leaves a show your dick comment, I'm out.
Okay, if you tell
I'm
your
gonna tell them to
friends,
show
come back
theirs.
next week. Present them.
People on the internet do not care about
Present
what you
that.
think
Oh, this is whose head was this on? Because this is tied way too tight.
about. A midget.
Well,
Let's put it on.
Oh, wait. I forgot the name of the episode. Better than Rocky 4.
yeah.
That's good.
Just for the record, it's not better. Actually.
Have you seen Rocky 4 lately?
Rocky 4?
Against
The Russian dude.
Okay,
That
it's
movie's
better than
awesome.
It's better than the acting in Rocky 4.
Oh well, okay,
We
that's
say
fair.
realer. than-
Now Rocky 5.
Realer.
Rocky 5.
I won't watch it. I'm confused.
That's really bad. Tommy Gunn? You don't watch that?
That was 5? I thought that was 3.
Rocky 1 through 3.
I thought 5 was
No.
when he came back.
Listen,
was fight. Okay,
1 is when he loses to Apollo. 2 is when he beats Apollo.
Right.
3 is Mr. T. 4 is the Russian. 5 is Tommy Gunn.
It's awful. It's just.
Now, which
so
one's
bad.
Hulk Hogan? Is that the beginning of 2? Or is
That's the
of 3?
beginning of.
That's the beginning of 3.
Beginning of
3.
Okay.
Yeah.
'Cause that's when
Yeah,
he's-
because that's how Mr. T he sees him. He's
So
like,
it's literally Rocky 6 when he fucking
This old
fights,
fake stuff?
old Mason.
You're a
Dixon.
bum.
Yes, right. Yeah, Rocky 6.
So this one now is fucking 7.
Well, no, this is just Creed.
But he's in it. It's still fucking Rocky.
It's Rocky.
It's Rocky goddamn
It's
7.
Rocky.
It is.
Wait,
it's
hold
fucking
on.
over.
There was a 6. I think this one is 6.
No,
Mason
there was
Dixon.
a 6. Mason he fought.
Fucking.
Oh right, you're right. He
was it
came
James
back.
20 or something? Who
I'm
was the
gonna
guy
develop some heart and palms.
No.
That
And
one.
he got a dog that he named. No, name it Punchy.
It was so bad.
He fought the entire Mason Dixon line.
No, I
That's what
remember.
happened
Well,
with
Mason
that.
Dixon was the fighter.
No,
By
no.
the way,
It was
that
every
was
Southern man.
It was.
along.
Hold on.
Every Mason Dixon.
Who was
The Underground Railroad.
Who was the Mason Dixon? Who was that guy?
I believe it was between two counties or something, wasn't it? It was.
It
No,
wasn't-
no, we're not talking about the Mason-Dixon line. Who was Mason-Dixon in the movie?
Oh, the guy
in the
who
movie.
played him? It was a real boxer. It was
Yeah,
like.
it wasn't Bernard Hopkins, right? I can't even remember that movie.
Oh, look it up
I'm
right
gonna,
now.
yeah, I got it.
It was like I want to say like James Toney or something.
No, it was not James Lights Out Tony.
No, it was-
and wherever you are, bless you, sir. James Tony.
If you're
was
out there,
awesome.
James Toney.
I remember. I'm
But
a
it
fan.
wasn't Rocky
Still a Lights
VI, it was
Out James
called
Tony
Rocky
fan.
Balboa.
Yeah, but it was.
Look, just look at that picture. That's like the
Who'd he fight? Who'd he fight?
A little punchy.
That guy has had his head.
Adrian's been
eaten in.
dead for like 3 movies. or
What it
something.
really is look how big a Roy brow can get. Again, I start.
Oh, it was
sliding.
Antonio Tarver.
Ah,
Played
That's
Mason
right.
Dixon.
That's right. Okay. See, I hadn't seen that movie in a long
same
time.
era. Totally
It
different
wasn't
weight
a
I
class.
knew it wasn't Bernard
It wasn't a
Hopkins.
great movie.
James Toney. James Toney doesn't look like anybody but James Toney.
The first 3 Rockies were really good. And then the four was a great montage movie. Just to like,
One fight. There's another thing. If we ever get anybody to watch this, we will be talking about some fights. We're not going to leave the other sports that are great out of it. We're not going to leave MMA. We're not going to leave boxing out. We're not going to leave hockey out. For fuck's sakes, Dan's T-Bird's out tonight. T-Birds played tonight. I believe it was Coug night. I know a lot of people there. I hope the T-Birds have won again. Doing excellent this season. And Seattle needs a real hockey team. We got
See,
big
that
time
would-
hockey support. You go to a T-Birds game on a Friday night and you see a big time packed up ShoWare Center.
yeah. Sports trivia. Who was the first American-based team to win the Stanley Cup?
The Seattle Metropolitans.
1920?
It was like
1919.
Dude, I think December 13th was the
Metropolitans game.
no, I know, but I think
Yeah,
December
they did the
December
celebration.
13th was yeah, it was the
Beginning
the,
of Hanukkah.
no, the God.
It might have
Could've
been.
been the beginning of
Might have
Hanukkah.
been.
No, but it was the anniversary.
Yeah,
Of their
of them
win.
winning the cup. Yeah.
Yeah.
They brought the cup in.
L'chaim.
L'chaim.
Was there's any Metropolitan still alive?
Metropolitans?
No, right? No.
Well, perhaps.
When was it? 1930.
Dude, it was like the
Dude,
team.
no, if I'm
It was
if
like
I'm
18.
I remember this from a
1918,
sports trivia thing.
1872.
It was 1919. No, it was 1919. We won the Stanley Cup.
The
And
city
in
was
nine,
being swept
but
by Spanish
we were
flu.
not. Here's the sports trivia. No, Spanish flu is close. We were not allowed to get the trophy
Because?
until 1920 because the city was under quarantine for influenza.
Spanish flu.
1917. They won the
It
Stanley
was
Cup.
17. So then they got it in 18. But all I know is we didn't get to have the cup for a year.
Okay.
Well, I'm not doing the moose thing all night.
Wow.
Well, you know, you shouldn't be
The moose
expected to.
knuckle.
Bullwinkle!
I don't know, Bullwinkle. This show sounds
What was-
weird.
What did Bullwinkle's voice sound like?
You're doing Rocky. Oh,
Yeah, you're
oh,
doing Rocky.
Bullwinkle sounded like this.
Oh, Rook! I can't find that.
I'm a big
He was a
fan.
mix between Rocky and Heifer from Rocco's Modern.
Hey, Rocco! I don't think he had anything to do with Heifer. I think he just wanted to bring up
Ah,
Heifer.
that was a great character.
Rocco's like,
That was,
solid.
woo.
I kind of like the turtle the best, but he was
Yeah.
Filbert?
Filbert was
Because he was
good.
always talking all weird.
like Sal from fucking
Remember when-
Whiskey Boys.
Yes.
This is Sal Rosenberg.
Oh my God.
I fell in on my back and I'm strained my
The
hip.
tiny little beat up, like
Listen to
wienery,
the-
stereotypical Jewish kid.
I'm so tired of everyone straining here.
He was a mechanic, Filbert.
Uh,
I just remember the
was he a
episode
mechanic?
where
Filbert is,
Rocco's car died, and I thought the way you fix cars is like a switch just goes. And Rocco's car was fixed because Filbert
Flipped the
flipped
fix
the
switch.
switch from
fixed.
broken to fixed.
yeah.
They were taking a stab at mechanics there.
Just,
Wasn't, I mean, really, isn't Mort Goldman on Family Guy just a big old Filbert bite?
Kind
Yes.
of.
Like, he kind of just
They-
became Filbert.
Filbert was kind of a fucking a bad like a Jew character. They were trying to make him
That's
kind
what
of
I'm
like
saying,
New York
like,
Jewy kind
yeah.
of turtle.
I don't know why it sounds like this all the time.
Ugh.
Rocco.
Same with Chucky Finster from the Rugrats.
Chucky.
Yeah, Chucky was.
Finster, his
yeah.
dad, because remember the Rugrats used to have the Hanukkah
Yeah,
specials,
and
his
Chucky
family
used to
I did
Chucky
not
used to
know
celebrate
this.
Hanukkah.
Chucky is Jewish.
Yeah, no, I remember that. As a little kid.
See?
That was the first. Yeah, that was the
One of
first
the things
time
we
that
learned
someone
today.
had a.
Cheers to the Hanukkah celebrators.
Yeah, I think it just. What is 8 days? I think it may have just gotten over.
As long as we're saying cheers
No,
to
Sunday
anybody
night.
that celebrates Hanukkah, it could be.
I think it was
You guys-
last Saturday that it started.
Can somebody just go bury Donald Trump? We're not going to touch politics, but can somebody forget politics? Forget politics. Republican, Democrat, whatever side you're on. Can we just go like somebody just shove that guy down a hole somewhere, just lock the top? Just don't come out. Don't say
Shit, don't
anything.
bring him up because I just.
No, I'm not. I know.
Bring
I'm
him up.
gonna. We're gonna leave it alone from here
The
because we're
other
not
day-
talking
the other
politics.
day
That's
he
not what
said-
it's gonna be about.
God damn it! The other day he said.
No, just don't do it. Don't do it. Don't tell us what he said.
He
We all
told
know
me.
what he said. He said.
He said Bill
A
Gates
ton
needs
of
to
crazy.
shut down the internet to stop ISIS. And someone was like, "That's not how this works." Remember that commercial, the progressive commercial with the old ladies? Like, that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works.
Yeah, that's exactly what
Bill
it
Gates
is.
doesn't just own the internet. Al Gore does.
He just flipped the switch to broken.
Turn it off. Yeah. I like how you brought that full
little callback.
circle.
Yeah.
I like that.
Woo, Chucky was a Jew.
Oh,
Let's have some more alcohol.
Oh, shit.
All right, well, we didn't even fucking touch bowl games. We got 10 minutes left here, boys. You want
How do we only have 10 minutes left?
Well, because we can.
Who is to say how long the
we
show
can go
goes?
till midnight if you want, but the plan was for an hour. So we're going next
An
time.
hour isn't even any time.
Then it's bonus time. Hey, I'm all about bonus time. Give the kids
It's
something
never
extra,
good.
you know?
I mean,
It's like Buffalo Wild Wings, except with good food.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
sprinkler
We're
turns
going
on.
over.
someone turned the sprinklers on and
Right.
little,
Send her to overtime. But nobody only does an hour show. Who does that?
it
Well,
depends.
We don't have to.
We're
Depends
not
on what your
drawing
week is.
cartoons.
We didn't sign a contract. I mean, it's not like anyone's gonna stop
I'm
us.
not bringing. I didn't buy the dog shoes. I'm not.
Bringing
I didn't get it a
bowling.
beer. I'm
Yeah.
not bringing it bowling.
That's two.
Can't board it.
We're
It's fucking
what we're gonna do is we're
Fucking
gonna,
airballs
I'm gonna keep
out.
Fucking airballs
I'm gonna
out.
keep track of
Fucking
it.
show dog.
There's gonna be like a
Fucking
record.
papers.
We're gonna keep a record of this so that you can have like a career high, like 9 Big Lebowski references per show. We'll have fucking confetti fall every time he breaks the record. He just did it, folks.
Oh man, we should have thrown that
10,000.
Seattle.
A record 144
from-
starts consecutive with a Big Lebowski quote.
We should have thrown
Gotta
the
stop
public
living in the
market
past.
thing up there. That's old school.
Oh, the-
Wait, you said you didn't want me to use your name. Montesserson found that
Oh.
found
call
that
her
at the
M.
Goodwill.
You pull like a Simpsons, like Lisa B. Wait, that's too specific. Let's call her L. Simpson. Well, goody.
No, I just liked it because in Dice used to call Tez Tezerson.
Montezerson.
But yeah, that public market painting. That was. But do you notice that's before it was? What do they call it now?
Pike's Place?
Well, yeah. It,
Well, it's always been Pike Place.
but down there, doesn't it say something else? It says.
No, it still says public market.
It still says public market.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hasn't changed.
That's
That
like-
view hasn't
That's fucking
changed.
I
famous.
thought it says.
There might be a
public
couple of
market.
fucking condos creeping up behind it, but that sign is still there.
I don't think that's getting torn down. I think that's like a
No, but I
staple.
thought it said. Well, whatever.
It might say Pike's Public Market now. It may have added
Mm.
Pike's to the top.
What
But I
time
know
it-
it still says Public Market.
One time the L was burned on, it said pubic market, and that was kind of funny.
That is in fact.
I think that's
If
one
it
of
was
those
the
things.
pubic market, I would pass.
Yeah. Gee, there's some places down there that could be in a pubic market.
Yeah.
There's
So
some-
what?
The gum
what
walls.
Oh, let's. I mean, as long as we've been so far off topic, to go back though,
Chucky
the
was
running
a Jew.
game, the running game for the Hawks, and this is way back. I realize we're going to the beginning,
But
but
that's fine. We're gonna bring it. Yeah, bring it back
Right.
to
Full
sports.
circle.
Marshawn. This is a guy that I feel like at the end, Seattle fans have had so many problems with this guy. Yet it's so easy for us to just be like, oh, Russell Wilson is the greatest thing. And I like him too. I like all our players, but Marshawn Lynch is a once in a lifetime, and I feel like people don't understand that. You're looking at O.J. Simpson. You're looking at Jim Brown. You're looking at Barry Sanders.
Earl
You're looking
Campbell.
at Emmitt Smith. You're looking at Earl Campbell. You're looking at Walter Payton. You're looking at one of those guys that at the end of it will be like, you know who could never do it better than that guy? It was Marshawn Lynch. And I don't understand why, for the life of me, why do we have to continue to people, oh, he's injured and I don't like him. He sits on the field at halftime and I don't like it. And he doesn't talk and I don't like it. Shut up and watch the guy do what he does. I, for the record, think we're actually, as well as Russell's playing right now, we're actually in a little trouble if we don't find a running game.
Well,
We're going to have a problem because our team
Oh,
is
yeah.
a run-first football team.
well, that's
In
exactly
the
it.
playoffs, we need it.
It's football.
Right. And if Marshawn's ready, I want Marshawn. I don't care. I do. First of all, I don't even think he was running bad before he was out. Before he was hurt, I think he was running just fine.
Go
Our
back
line
and-
was garbage,
Watch-
and
yeah.
every time he got a 13-yard gain, he'd get called back for a holding, and he'd come backwards. But the guy was running the ball just fine. He's still a freak.
It was
And
the
if we
line.
let him go, I'll tell you what's going to happen. He's going to go to Oakland. He's going to have a 1,300-yard season, and we're all going to look stupid.
Dude, what's up with Oakland? They're slowly putting together a
They
squad.
look all right.
Slowly.
Derek
But
Carr's
it's-
a solid player.
They're winning games.
You
and
hate
no one
to
really
say it,
expected them to win this year.
without Al Davis, They're gonna be better.
Yeah, I remember when Patrice O'Neal said that when Al Davis died. He
Man,
his first
hey,
tweet was, Al
to
Davis
Patrice
died, is
O'Neal.
dead, Raiders are back. It was his tweet. Patrice, here's one to Patrice.
In loving memory,
big
man.
purple suit wearing son
That
of a
guy was
bitch.
a funny asshole. I can't believe how racist and terrible they were to him on that one roast. He came
Oh,
out
it's a
threw
roast.
he threw his notes down though, and he was just like, "You on Comedy Central, what is wrong with you?" He was like, "I was gonna read some stuff that I wrote, but
It was nothing
shit."
but black jokes and diabetes jokes.
Right, they just kept
shit
talking
all
about his
over.
diabetes, and then he died from it. Like,
Yeah.
those people are
But what's-
awful.
okay, but that's-
he
okay.
did. But Patrice O'Neal handled everybody.
Tragedy plus time equals comedy, though, and that's one of the oldest formulas in anything in comedy. Is you fucking turn the most horrible shit into the funniest shit. I remember, okay, the day he died, I was listening to Opie and Anthony back when they were Opie and Anthony, and they had a bunch of comedians on that were coming in and talking about Patrice, and they're remembering Patrice. And one of the first things, it was like the first horrible joke, and we're talking like, he wasn't even really more than like 12 hours dead. And David Tell says, "Well, I hope you people are ready to fucking get a benefit show together because we're gonna need a giant purple suit and a giant coffin for this man." His family can't afford that shit. Okay, it's gonna be way too much.
Okay. Fucking David Tell. But see, David Tell and Patrice O'Neal were actually good with each other. Some of those
Yes,
people that
they're
were
all
on the-
best friends.
Some of the people that were on the Comedy Central roast were not his friends.
No, some of them weren't.
He was.
But all his best friends, they would roast each other all the time. That's
Well,
just like
right,
great
of course.
comics do that.
Right.
We do
Understood.
the same shit. You roast each other when you
Understood.
fucking get a few drinks in you.
Yeah.
I remember when we played King's Cup at Hamburger House.
Yep.
We took out 8 from 8 and turned
Yep.
8 into hate.
Yep.
So we would hate
Yep,
on each
you
other
had
and
to-
go
you
around
had
in a
to-
circle.
you had to
The
just
first
talk
one,
shit about
first one that
somebody
couldn't burn back
until you
had to take a
couldn't-
drink.
yeah.
If you got caught with one, then
Yeah,
you couldn't
that
come
was
back
good.
quick. Then it was
That
a drink.
good.
That's rough.
Well, that's you fucking cut your teeth and you learn
Well,
to roast a little bit. Sayer, I remember what was Sayer's line that he fucking killed me. Oh, I believe it was "jacking off makes you fat," and we all.
jacking off makes you fat. That one.
No, that was his burn.
Dan said something to Sarah. We were all laughing so hard.
Somebody's
And Sarah was
hairline.
like, "Yeah, well, jacking off makes you fat." Oh.
And I took the drink.
that was good.
That was what happened.
That was good.
Yeah, because there's really nothing to come back from on that.
No, you just go ahead and have.
I could
some.
have. I would have had to like wait because the laugh was so rolling, and I couldn't stop myself from laughing at myself. Like, God damn you!
When I was living in Merced, it was so bad. It was so, I was like the only white guy in the fucking city. So
You're not
man,
just a white guy. You look like the guy from the Irish Spring commercial.
right,
He was hoisted in a fucking net full of fish.
right, right. And I,
When Matthew comes home, I want him to smell like a man.
I used to go to football practice, man. It was just like, oh shit, here we go. But you know what? It prepared me because now I'm on my toes, ready to go.
Yeah, you get burned a little while.
Except not for we weren't on our toes for this. What do we got?
There it shows. Where we at?
So
We still got-
I mean, are you guys with me? Are you worried about the run game at all? Because I'm not against Cleveland. Fuck Cleveland.
I'm not seeing this is what I'm looking at. I'm not worried about the run game. I think the way the passing game's coming along.
Well, because really the lines come along.
Yeah, right.
That's
Yeah.
why this is all falling into place.
That's the
Once we
difference.
get a decent
That
running
is
back
the
in
difference.
there.
And whenever
No
they
Look how
falls
Rawls,
back,
Rawls, everyone's sucking Rawls' dick for being a great guy, but he's
Whoa.
okay. I'm not saying he's a bad running back. I'm saying that he's hitting holes. He's
Way
got
bigger.
6 yards before he's got contact almost every fucking play, and then he just hits that hole and fucking turns it up for 10.
and this is everybody was there was times where I was mad about the whole fucking Darrell Bevel. Then you go back and you watch and really think about it. And I love the guy, and I've been in the situation he's been in as a line coach. But I really, you got to look back on
At a
it. and you
completely
really,
different level.
Well, yeah. but still, like, when it boils down to, you have a guy that you just going into the season, you have so much trust in, and that was Nowak at center.
Right.
And I had kids like that I just really trusted in position, and sometimes it's hard to just yank them because you're like, okay, next week it's gonna be there. But Tom Cable's got to shoulder a lot of the blame this year. And they're talking about it. Russell Wilson, like everybody, when Russell Wilson was playing bad, the whole thing was like, oh, he's not busting his nut in Sierra, so he's playing like shit. That guy needs to fuck. But what it was is that Nowak didn't know how to make line protection. He didn't know how to call line protection. He didn't know how to read fronts. So Wilson was calling his own protection while trying to diagnose the defense. And what I don't get is last year when Unger went out, Patrick Lewis stepped in and we didn't miss a beat. So why didn't we go into the season with Patrick Lewis?
Because they didn't use him at like right tackle or something.
No,
shit
he
like
started
that.
at center when Unger was out.
I'm saying like this year though,
No, he came in second string center.
because they.
And then we put him in halfway through
I
and
thought he
we
was
won
playing like guard and
we
shit,
won
and
5
then
out of
they
6.
switched Britt over to fucking left guard.
No.
because Britt's not even fucking right tackling.
To start the season, we had Gillian, Britt, Nowak, Sweezy, and Okun. Remember, Gillian
Right.
was starting to tackle.
Yeah,
Right. Okay, but I'm saying
that's
last
true.
year Britt was our. Or wait, no.
No, Lewis stepped in
Because
for.
Britt's a rookie this year.
Now,
Or
Lewis
last
may
year.
have stepped in for Britt last year a little bit, but when Unger got hurt, Lewis started those games at center, and our offense was fine. I'm just saying,
See, I was getting confused because
Everything
Giacometti had the
changed.
same jersey
Bottom
number.
line,
Well,
everything
The
changed when
line-
Lewis came back. When
Bottom
Lewis
line,
got
the
back,
line change is what made everything
yes,
okay.
Right.
and the center's pivotal.
Either
You
way,
have a
what
guy
I'm
out
saying
there
is,
that-
if we go play a team in the playoffs and with no running game, and just asking Russell Wilson, the receiving core,
No,
to
it's not
take
gonna
care of
work.
everything,
It's
we
not gonna
can't be one-dimensional. We got to be able to run the ball at least effectively.
no, and they're
4
talking-
yards a pop is all we need.
They're given a timeline.
Since time immemorial,
They're given a
it's
timeline of week 16, bringing back Lynch, which, looking at how the
I hope
playoff
he's
scenario
alright.
stacks up, like if he can be back healthy. Last they talked to Pete Carroll, he's ahead of schedule.
I want Marshawn Lynch to play,
But
man.
see,
I'm a
I-
fan
I-
of Marshawn Lynch. Always will
Huge
be.
fan.
I hate that. I can't stand it, people.
I got two Seahawk jerseys.
Get off
Dumb
that
fans.
bandwagon.
Dumb fans that don't know what the fuck
I
you're
got two
talking about.
Seahawk jerseys. I
They're
got
dummies.
a,
They're-
I got a
they
Walter
don't know the
Jones
fucking
jersey
game.
and I got a Lynch jersey. Those are the only Seahawk jerseys
Lynch?
I got.
That's
I might
really
not
what I
buy
wanna
any
buy.
more.
Lynch is one of those ones when he's done and retired, I'll get a Lynch jersey and frame it.
Yeah.
Because that guy is throwing the man cave. Because that guy is.
And especially as an offensive lineman, that he runs the way he runs.
Inspires you to be a better fucking
Right,
lineman.
it gets you going.
He finishes
to
every
block.
fucking run 3,000%.
Kind of like you, but
Yeah.
yeah. But the way he runs, yeah, that gets you more. It gets you more juiced up. It's like, okay, I'm gonna fight as hard as I can to get this guy a lane, but he's gonna fight
Oh, yeah.
equally
Did you
as
see
hard.
all
to
the
get as
guys
much
joining
yards
the
as he
pile
can.
and fucking shoving forward?
Every damn yard he could possibly
Yeah.
find.
What I'm saying is, I think they can get by Cleveland, and I think they can get the St. Louis game. I think will be tight, but I think they can get by that without Lynch. And I don't think they need to play Lynch in Arizona, because if we're 10-5 going into the Arizona game, the way it's stacking up right now, if Minnesota loses another game, we're gonna have that 5 seed locked up. And that Arizona game is not gonna be a game we need to win. So why put Lynch back out there, rest him another week?
No, let him come back in the playoffs.
Right.
I don't want him playing the regular season.
I think he'll be.
But I want him to come
I'm
back in the
confident-
playoffs, and I want him to come back, and everybody that says he shouldn't, shut up.
Just give him like 10
watch
carries.
him.
Just
Watch
give him like 10 carries.
But
let
then you know what I
Freddie
hate? I
fucking
don't want to
take
hear
more.
everybody
Christian
talk about
Michael
how
sign
great
now.
he is again. Oh, I love Marshawn Lynch, beast mode, yay. I don't want to hear it. Because you've been talking all year about, oh, we got Thomas Rawls, let him go, cut him. Shut up. Shut
I
up. He's
don't
one of the
get
greatest
that.
running backs of all
You have a
time.
guy
Fans,
that's-
dumb fans. You know, he can't stop.
Just
Just
he
it
can't stop
irritates me. There's
idiots.
a lot. There's quite
a
a few.
lot of
Well,
them.
driving the freeway and look at the fucking signs you see. We talked about this before, that there's fucking
Right.
half the world's fucking idiots. Okay,
Right.
and that includes football fans. That includes fucking astrophysicists. There's people who do dumb shit every fucking day.
but we're about.
We're smart.
But
yeah.
we're smart.
We're
But we
we're
are
fuckable.
Butt State.
Yeah, we
Butt
are.
State.
And we're all
Because we can, the
honorable
Seahawks
doctorates.
can prolong Lynch's career. Like, you go in next year, Lynch is going to be another year older. I've been drinking it, but yeah, go for it. Lynch probably can't, going into next year, you can't expect Lynch to carry probably 25 times a game.
That's
But you
what-
can expect him to carry 10 to 15 times a game, and then you got Rawls
Just turn
getting
it
10 to
into
15
like
carries.
how Carolina used to do with their running back by committee bit. Like that worked fucking great for him for fucking what 7-8 fucking years.
When they had
where
D'Angelo Williams and then
and
and
Stewart. Yeah, they both were healthy. They both got good numbers.
And if they could
You said the
prolong Marsh,
Buccaneers?
No, the Panthers.
Okay.
When they had D'Angelo and
No,
Stewart.
we said, I was like, that's the Panthers, boys.
No, nobody
That's
said
the
Buccaneers.
Bucks. I'm
Same shitty division.
if they can prolong Lynch's career another 2 years, if he could get 600 to 800 yards, he's going to be a first-round Hall of Famer. I already think he might be a Hall of Famer.
He's already the best Seahawk running back that's ever fucking had a Seahawk jersey.
Should we have halftime on Bud State?
I'm down with that. I need a cigarette anyway.
What do we do? Do we just walk away?
Yeah,
We just go halftime.
I'll put on intermission like da-na-na, 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 like elevator music,
There
and
you go.
we'll go away. Butt State halftime.
I gotta rock
this
this.
shit.
Yeah.
Gotta rock this. No, that's fair.
Rock a couple of pisses.
We're gonna go to a break here. But
Halftime.
In the background, we'll put
Bud
some
State
music
up
on for you
21
guys.
City champs.
Yeah, Bud State's skunking them.
City champs.
Okay. So we're not on?
No, we're gone. We'll just let it broadcast.
You know what? It's pretty terrible, but we're not terrible.
I don't know if it's terrible. I'd like to go back and watch it after it's done.
slow music for me to listen to while we're gone. I mean, What? Guys, I was just here.
Why are you barking? Okay, so you queued up Naughty by Nature and then Will Smith get jiggy with it?
Put it on autoplay, right?
Okay.
We're all gonna have to try to stay. YouTube's
Not
not,
like
since I want Naughty by Nature, it's not. Roast.
Sweet. No, we didn't get
Ready? Dan? Which flavor?
I don't give a shit.
Barbecue, original,
Surprise me. Just grab a bag.
Dude, those are my favorite, by far. I'm trying not to eat all of them right now.
I hear you.
But, dude, taste one of the originals. I was like shocked at how they were kind of like, they're not so in your face salty like the other one does.
But state back in business.
No.
You know what I mean?
Roundly rejected prior restraint. I had buddies that died based out in Vermont, and you and I enjoyed his family restaurant.
3. That's 3 for today.
I'm finishing my coffee.
Can you keep it down? Excuse me, ma'am.
I'm finishing my coffee.
To this goddamn music.
Oh, you want a toe? You can find your toe. I can get your toe by 3 o'clock. With nail polish.
With nail polish.
Thanks so hard, Scrapper. They sent the tourists to freak out.
Shit, we still got about 40 minutes. We might get a baker's dozen.
Fucking amateurs.
Fucking amateurs. Alright, so, on the way out, we put on Hip Hop Array. That brought up the comment of walk-up songs. So, right to left, we'll start off with Coach Chris.
Oh,
If
I
you-
wasn't thinking about this at all.
Well, that's why,
I suggested.
that's why I put you on the spot. You know, we'll spitball and see what happens.
Walk-up music.
If you were a Major League Baseball player, we'll make it a 2-part question. How about this? 2-part. And not only what would your walk-up music be, but what would your starting position be if you were forced to play Major League Baseball?
Oh, okay.
So go ahead.
Catcher. Like,
He's a
catcher
catcher.
was fun.
He's the
I
quarterback.
know. You can say it too, dude. It was a great position. Like, as far as baseball goes, catcher was.
I was the catcher, he was a hack.
This is perfect.
Oh.
All right, so we got a catcher. He's walking up right now.
Ah, dude, I'm just trying to think of like what would get me.
He's gonna be George Thorogood, bad to the bone. Like
George.
Buhner.
No George Thorogood.
We're gonna be a salsa song. Boom, taka-dong, taka-dong.
First of all, you can't use,
Oh,
you
what-
can't use
oh,
Jay
previously
Buhner's.
used.
Yeah.
That's the joke I was making. Is easy.
I'm going, what's the difference? Dr. Dre, Exhibit, Eminem. What's the difference?
That's you?
That's my walk-up song.
Oh, man. It would be one of the 7 remixes of Let Me Clear My Throat. And it might just rotate every night we play by DJ Cool.
Every at bat is a different.
That was like the
remix.
first song that I just really fell in love. We did I did a dance to it at a talent show when I was in I think it was like
We
third
need
or
tape of
fourth
that
grade
shit.
at Kennedale.
Do you
dude.
have tape of this?
I don't know.
Let me clear my throat.
Please, we need to talk to your fucking family and find a tape of this and put this on next week.
DJ Cool has a CD with just 7 remixes of
You
that
got
song.
pumped up about that shit because Ty Nevin gave it to me for my birthday.
But
when
you
I was
had
a
that
little
before
kid.
we met you.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I got
And
pumped
you
up when I
found it in
saw
my
you had
basement.
it, and I was like, "Oh, dude, you got the DJ Cool
I had to dance to
remix
this.
tape?" Yeah. We
Where's my
did it.
beard go? Oh, there it
It's
is.
gone.
It's right over here. You know, we got some smoked salmon there.
So I need to write this down because I think this will be the opening song next week.
Let Me Clear My Throat.
You got Let Me Clear My Throat.
What's the difference is really good.
before every little.
Yeah, because we're gonna have like music coming back from the bumps. So what was yours again? What's the difference?
What's the difference?
What's the difference? I think I'm gonna come out to Baby Elephant Walk. And every time I come to a bat, I'm always pointing at left field, even though I'm gonna just like fucking bunt it down the fucking third baseline or get hit in the nose with the pitch.
You know shit like that, dude. It'll come out to.
And here he comes, the oaf of the team.
I'll come out to the theme of the Red Fox show.
And here he comes, all I got. Just swing the batter. So we got the walk-up songs. We got 2 catchers on our team. It's gonna be kind of rough for you guys to both.
No, I'm playing. I'm coaching third base, first base,
First base.
first base. Less work.
You
I'm
be a
hanging out.
coach?
Yeah,
If you're coaching.
I'm hanging out on the first base
So
line
he
all game
gets
long.
a walk-up song and he's a first base coach.
Right.
And a first base coach.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're talking about that.
I'm
Like,
popular with the fans.
from watching
He's a fan.
Major League Baseball, like the best position is like the assistant head coach and the head coach. Like at Safeco Field, they have their own little bench. It's like 5 feet wide, and it's just the 2 coaches. Like Lloyd just sat there with his buddy. Lloyd could bring a flask and just get drunk and be like, "Well, this season's fucked." Like that would be the best. Like if we're talking, you can have
Just
like
batting
any
his Bears
spot
day.
on the team. Then being the manager would be the best because you just have your own bench and you're just sitting there.
Oh, I'm watching baseball every
You know,
night.
I would watch it way more, actually. Yeah, they sucked, and then the coach just gets fucking blackout drunk and starts shouting shit from the bench. This is fucked!
Do you remember back in the day they used to try to catch coaches like smoking cigarettes in the day? It was like Lou Piniella and Jim Leland, the guy who coached Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
He was a chronic smoker, and that like in the late '90s, early 2000s, they're like, you can't be seen on TV smoking. But if you go back and watch like old games when Jim Leland was like the Marlins
Just
coach,
smoking in the
he's
dugout.
just standing in the back, just burning Marlboro Lights. Lou Piniella did the same thing.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
they'd interview him and he'd just have a cigarette in his mouth, and he'd have an ashtray in front of him. Like coaches used to smoke in the dugout.
Well, everybody used to smoke everywhere.
Well, first of all, it used to be damn near mandatory to smoke on TV.
Oh, yeah. Got a nice smooth pack of Hamiltons. Full flavored taste of a Manitoba cigarette.
Dean Martin.
Yeah, he would even fucking actually inhale it. You always have a burning cigarette in his hand, the same hand with the drink, and he
Mm. You know the I don't know, just bringing up classical lounge singers, but the bowling alley they use in The Big Lebowski,
Okay.
that was owned by Frank
I
Sinatra.
was gonna say Sammy Davis.
And there was an upstairs. It could have been Sammy Davis, but I think it was Frank Sinatra. But the
I'm just throwing out Rat Pack guys.
there was an upstairs to the bowling alley with like a window that would overlook the lanes. That's where the Rat Pack used to party when they were down in L.A.
No
Oh,
way.
fuck.
Yes,
gods.
like that. They chose that.
And
name.
the Big Lebowski bowling alley.
There's an upstairs, and they
Wait.
hold the
That's
Lebowski
5, boys.
convention.
That's
They-
5 Big Lebowski.
They hold the
references.
conventions.
We're setting the bar.
They
high.
That's
hold-
crazy, though.
They hold a convention down there, and they still open it up sometimes. Let people upstairs.
You know what? I have to do it. Before the show ends.
Oh.
It's Christmas. It's Christmas, and we bought this for a reason. So
Give me a little squiggle.
just a little,
A little squiggle.
just a little. That's a good nighter right there because we've already had some of that.
It was a good nightcap.
You know, that should be a good idea for the close of the show. We do a closing toast.
Right. Well, I thought about that. It makes more sense.
It just
Are we
like Dean
closing?
Martin.
Or you don't have to be closing.
No,
Let's
but what do
calm
we do?
down.
This is what's happening is that the flight attendant has told you to just get back in your fucking
So
chair.
Dan gets none of it.
Beginning our descent. Well, I got a.
Dan's got a glass.
I got a.
Oh,
I wouldn't
A
leave
glass of
Dan's glass
swill.
empty, but a glass with liquor can still be
you're not
drank.
gonna
See how
mix-
much darker that shit is from the fucking Macallans?
Yeah.
This looks like fucking Castrol Syntec. And that shit looks like apple juice. Nice, crisp fucking cider.
Oh, it's great sipping whiskey. I mean, all these.
What, scotch?
That's But Crown, I can sip and sit on.
It's a good,
Yeah.
middle and grade whiskey. You know, no one's gonna throw a
Well, it's
fucking-
not
I'd say it's
expensive,
scotch,
it's
like
a
scotch,
good-
not a whiskey. I mean, it is a whiskey,
Oh.
but it's scotch whiskey.
But yeah, exactly.
That's different.
If you're
But
a
you can
whiskey
buy
purist.
Crown for the same amount you can buy fucking Jack Daniels. And like, what are you gonna sit and drink? You rather drink Crown or are you gonna sit and?
It's a single malt, 12 years old, exclusively matured and selected sherry oak casks from Spain.
It brings up an old joke. What was that one about? Like, I like my ladies like I like my scotch.
I don't know.
You know, you say
Whose
like
grandfather?
18 years old, and you say a joke like that, but then someone always turned it down into like a pederast joke.
Oh, terrible.
18 years old is not a pederast, dude.
I
But
would say
if
that
you
they
said
turn
a
it into
15-year-old,
Oh,
yeah,
well,
pretty-
yeah,
pretty-
see.
Oh.
Chucky was a Jew. And we're
Why do we
talking
keep
about
going back to this?
Chill out on the like. You're just hitting the Jew hard.
I'm sorry. It's blown my mind.
Really?
Staring me in the
He's
face.
not saying it
I
like
never
it's
saw
a
that
bad thing.
episode. It just really, it's at this, maybe it's
You
just
remember
'cause-
Chucky's dad?
Yes, and now that they're
You
saying
never
it,
drew-
like, how did I not notice this?
Now you're drawing him. Okay.
Well, I was a child, and my mind wasn't tainted
That's- yeah.
by you know the wiles of racism. So I just looked upon it as a child when I was like, he's just a weird kid with weird teeth, and oh, he's talking through his nose, and ugh.
I get it. Okay.
Allergic to everything.
Yeah.
Which
Everything-
yes, okay, Bill. That doesn't.
Everything
That makes it
scares him.
sound like we're just like all Jews talk weird and are allergic to everything.
No, we're saying that the cartoon stereotype
Yes.
of
Yeah.
Because the reason
Yeah,
we
because all of them like
the reason we
Filbert
got
was
to
allergic
this,
to everything and Rocco.
that's what I'm saying. The reason we got to this because we're talking about Filbert, and then the guy from fucking Family Guy, the one that's always in the Meg, the fucking
Mort.
little AV, yeah,
what-
Mort.
Is it Mort?
I think it is.
Mort.
I don't know. Is his name Mort?
I think it is
Who?
Mort.
From Family Guy. Is it Mort?
Yeah, the little AV.
Mort
kid.
Goldman.
Yeah,
Mort Goldman.
yes, who is very obviously a
Mhm.
fucking a weird caricature.
Mhm.
But I'm saying like.
Matter of fact, they kind of go out of their way.
They did a little bit of that with Chucky. Now, granted, this was an old fucking cartoon, so it's just different. It's old school shit. It's like when you watch old fucking Looney Tunes from like the 40s and 50s, like, Jesus Christ.
You.
Shameless.
There's some shit.
During the war, Looney Tunes?
Oh, dude, watch.
Oh,
watch
that's
Ro-
bad.
That's the
watch,
wildest shit.
You know,
watch World
Dumbo
War-
is just terrible.
Elmer Fudd is a Japanese guy.
Yeah, we watched Dumbo not too long ago. Dumbo was.
Dumbo is
Crows.
terrible.
I
No.
see an elephant
That's not okay. That's not okay. Not okay at all. Not okay.
Go
That's-
back and
Hey,
watch.
you wonder why that
blatant-
one doesn't get released from the
that's-
vault
that's
more often?
blatant- that's-
They're always like, Little Mermaid?
That's blatant racism. They ought to just erase. They ought to just burn it and be like, yeah, no, let's not ever.
Well, they
There's that
can,
one
yeah,
song.
they can go back to the Little Mermaid and they can take out the raging boners everywhere.
Well, but that's
You can't
not-
go back and just
dude,
erase
okay,
half the
okay,
Dumbo movie.
That's my point. That's my point.
Turn Dumbo
The
into a short.
boners in Little Mermaid are like 10 times less offensive than Dumbo.
Dumbo's awful. Dumbo's fucked.
Dumbo, the crows in Dumbo are the worst shit ever.
From the railroad workers. They're just shadows.
So
With
let's
teeth? It's fucked.
let's get
I'm not
off of
watching it all.
Dumbo. Let's get off of
We went a
Dumbo.
really dark way.
Let's come full circle.
We
I
got
had a thought.
we got
in my
another,
head that I was gonna
topic
Try
here,
to
so-
steer us.
Well,
in.
that you drank up a long time ago.
No, it was recent, and then you brought up Dumbo. Then I brought up Hard Cocks and fucking Little Mermaids.
How did we get
Like you
here?
said, there's less to cut out before you can make it socially acceptable.
Yeah, but I had a thought. I had an alleyway and an avenue.
What we got left here?
So, well, I got your songs written down for your walk-ups for next Chucky was
Right.
a Jew. The last topic we had was I was going to bring up not only because we were talking about walk-up songs. What about your WWF song? And you had to also choose your tag team partner who was not in a tag team of their own. Now we're also saying we will accept someone like The Rock or Mankind because they weren't a tag team wrestler.
Well, then
To start with, you
then my
can't
choice
take a
is-
Dudley boy.
Then my choice is easy. We don't have to have this conversation. It's the meanest man alive. It's Mick Foley.
Mick Foley is your guy.
That's my guy. We're going heads
And you
with
guys walk
everybody.
out. What's your song?
Let's
Cherry
take-
Pie, Warrant.
No.
Well, who's your guy?
Can't do
Who's your
that.
guy?
I still haven't done my walk-up song. No, I did. Yeah, the Baby Elephant one.
God damn it.
In wrestling?
You could
You're
choose
doing
any
the
or-
same song?
No. I'm just saying. Yeah, that'd be hella funny. Just come out. Here it comes.
Oh, so any guy throughout the history of wrestling.
Andy's would be Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Instantly.
The
No
Throne
question.
Samoan.
Yeah.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Yep.
He was the shit. You just come out. He was fucking 2x4 over his
Remember Al
shoulder.
Snow when he was nuts?
What does everybody want?
Yeah, you remember not understanding that as a kid?
Yeah, I did.
What does everybody want?
Head.
What does everybody need?
And you thought they were really talking
Just
about the
talking-
mannequin's
yeah,
head?
just
Like,
like-
yeah, that's awesome.
And
The
that's
genius
like-
of the fucking wrestling, man. They
And I still agree. I agreed with it then. I agree with it now. We all
Both
just
memes.
want head. It doesn't matter. We just all want head.
That's not true.
Al Snow, the great communicator, the great unifier of our generation.
Mussolini?
No, Al Snow.
No.
What does everybody want?
Okay.
Mussolini.
Yeah.
He was a great communicator. I
Um,
don't like his
the
friends.
great unifier of generation.
you're taking Mankind. My favorite guy from the Attitude Era was Steve Austin. The guy just ripped shit up. But
He was the only guy that said whipped instead of whoop.
I'm gonna whip your ass.
Like,
What was his character?
I'm not whooping ass. I'm whipping ass.
Yeah. Jimmy's Fly Snuka would be awesome. I can have some guy to fly off the top rope like that.
Superfly.
Super
I
fly.
want Booker T.
Fuck Booker T.
Booker T was awesome.
I wasn't a fan of the WCW
I
wrestling.
can see that shit.
Nobody was, but Booker
Just
T.
taking Booker T, just walk out with arms folded and
That's
stand
right.
back to back. Huh.
Well, okay, I'm going with D'Lo Brown.
Go with, hey, no.
The frog splash.
I just the
He looked like a fucking Lost Gooding brother, D'Lo Brown did. He looked like a fucking
that
just
is
musclier
fucked.
Omar
That
Gooding.
is fucked. You're so dead on with that. But it's fucking so
I was a
on.
lot closer than that guy who thought that guy looked like DMX last week when we were at the
Oh, that was-
Why did that guy think that man looked like DMX?
Here's why. I talked to him.
I don't know why he took it so serious.
Here's why. It's because I talked to him. Okay, he went to a party previous to in that night, said that joke and it went over well. Okay, so he thought, hey, I got a winner. I'm going up, new crowd. I'm a proven winner. I'm gonna fucking break it out, and it just was crickets because it was a different crowd.
And then just drop it though.
Well, yeah,
Why?
that's the thing. Yeah, you don't fucking sit there trying to resuscitate. He was sitting there like, why? You breathe, damn you breathe! Just fucking
Bro,
smashing his chest with his
Listen,
fucking hand.
that guy basically, without anybody that may ever see this understanding what we're talking about, the guy that he was saying looked like DMX. It was like he was watching the news and he was like, you see that? Greg Gumbel looks just like DMX. Like, that's basically what he said.
So he's a big
It's like,
dude
what?
with a
Excuse
beard.
me. What? No.
I tried
No,
to
he
give him an
doesn't.
out. I was like, dude, he looks more like Kimbo. If he was like anybody, he might look more like
Dude, he
Kimbo
had
as far as like a public figure. He didn't look anything like Kimbo.
He's
As
got
far
a
as his
Kimbo
build,
beard.
like if you were
Guy
gonna
didn't
go,
look like DMX.
if you were gonna go off build and like all he's going off of
Build and
DMX,
beard.
he was going off the guy's got a goatee. I was like,
Guy
he's got
just-
a beard and he's huge. Maybe if
DMX
you
has
said
never been
Kimbo-
over 150 pounds.
Guy just didn't look like DMX at all.
No,
I don't know what that.
fuck
What was that
you.
guy? Honestly, I thought if anything, he looked kind of like Game.
Yeah, he did kind of
The
a game
rapper.
a game mixed with common, but like again mixed with roids.
Because of the freckles and the yeah.
It was more just that beard. It was just the beard.
But the freckles, with the common thing.
Yeah.
They're like.
We were all in agreement. He didn't look.
Anyway, the
anything
point
like
is, he
DMX.
didn't look like DMX.
Yeah. Either way, it's like if you're gonna try to be a stand-up comic at this little house party, realize your joke bombed and just fucking move on to something else that's more funny that they're gonna go
But
with.
he sat there trying to
You're gonna
drive
convince
the
us
point
it's
home.
funny when we all don't laugh?
No.
How does that work?
Mr.
That's
T looks
When's it gonna
exactly
see
like
George
Donald
Carlin?
Trump.
George Carlin had a great bits where he'd always convince people what was funny when they didn't like it. You always see that very commonly when no one ever does that. What great comic ever fucking does that?
You have to convince somebody that your joke's funny. The joke's
It's not funny.
It's not.
Yeah,
You
just
rarely
roll it and
convince
go.
anybody.
Pass on your joke.
Ugh.
Well-
So we probably shouldn't have put this on the air. See, what happens is in the later hours, when the whiskey is flowed,
This is the after party.
that's what it is. The
We're in
first
bonus
hour
time.
is the show.
We're in bonus time now.
Everything else is the after.
If
Alright,
you're
so-
watching, which we can tell right now,
You're
nobody-
not.
Nobody is.
You're not.
But if you were, you'd be treated
Where
with
do
some,
you tell?
some
By the way, I
intimate.
still don't know where I'm.
See that red? See that red rectangle to the right?
Top right.
See all those words?
Yeah.
Okay, well, if there was somebody watching, there would be a letter and then viewers.
Oh.
There's too many words for there to
So
be
there was
viewers.
one
Yeah.
early.
Now it's saying no
earlier,
viewers
and
yet.
it was. It
It's
was
saying
M.
nobody.
It
Nobody
was M.
gives a
Should we
shit.
call her M like James Bond?
Yes, M. M, tell us. I think so because she is kind of like a behind the scenes. She did
Right.
do some work here to make. She's
She did?
She's
She told us we were too quiet?
She's at the very least getting a fucking AP credit on
That's
this one.
true. She threw up some household decorations a long time ago, and then we covered them up with some weird shit.
And mingle. They're joining
I
you.
don't know why we threw Bob in here.
Just because it's fucking.
But that was
Bob.
Woods Bob.
Everything going to
You
be
can
Irie.
throw Bob anywhere you want to throw him.
So the first fucking douchebag on with a keyboard in his lap that sees this is gonna be like, oh, classic bunch of white guys like Bob Marley. Really? just preemptively, that guy can suck.
I don't feel like you have to worry about too many people seeing this.
Not anymore.
At some point, no, but wait, it's recorded, right?
Think about it.
It's recorded, right?
We fast forward 10 years from now.
Somebody
We decide to keep this. Yes.
by then.
We've gotten huge. This will be like the vintage.
10 years from now, if we're big, this is gonna get chopped up. Just that comments about the Aryan
When I'm-
thing. I was like,
And then we'll instantly not be big
Aryan
anymore.
camp, and that's it. Like,
No.
these two went to an
It's-
Aryan
it's
camp.
this part when you keep repeating it. That's gonna get chopped up.
Tonight on Fox News, Aryan camp.
I'm gonna be getting the head coaching job at actual Butt State.
You can see here from this clip where they're all chanting, Arian, Arian, Arian.
No, please stop this.
God.
I don't want any part of this.
It was only one man chanting, but they all were laughing.
These were good.
I coached in predominantly African American high school. Please. I don't want stuff like that. out
Okay,
there.
let's get this is a nightcap.
Who's the,
We're gonna
Let me
round
tell
and
you, boys.
round.
I'm gonna
The
tell you.
valedictorian of Renton.
I'm gonna tell you right
Nowadays.
now. This I'm doing no more whiskey. While you guys were flapping your gums earlier, I was drinking.
You had a little more Macallan than the rest of us. And that's
So,
okay.
Yeah, what else
it
was
was
new?
it was the crown, man.
Well, you did, yeah.
Grandpa Steakout drank us, fucking surprise.
Been a good night.
When the Mick rides again.
And the Mick rides again. That's my favorite AC/DC song.
That's right. They should have made that.
And the Mick rides again.
We should sample more whiskeys and scotches.
Yeah,
part
we're
of the
gonna have
show?
to. We're gonna have to
Yeah.
be drinking.
Yeah, well,
First
yeah.
of all, drinking's gonna have to be.
We can
part
go to
of the show.
Bevmo or Total Wine and More, great stores. Just
Ooh,
buy
Free plugs.
just buy pints every
Watch.
week.
They're gonna call us, and be like, "Please don't reference us."
We actually saw a downturn in business based on this. So
Please don't reference us.
Please don't fucking say anything. PR manager Bubbles.
Oh, we all need to hold. People say. Bonus time. Bonus time where things get loud.
Well, you can't hear us,
Bald gets balder.
but nobody's watching, so it doesn't matter.
Nobody's watching.
Right
That's
now.
correct. But it's gonna be recorded. Who knows who might just click on this?
Where are we
Who's
putting
gonna
this
click
out
on this? Where's this gonna
it's gonna
be?
be on Ustream to start off with.
Ustream.
Then where are you going?
If you're watching right now on Ustream,
Nobody's
this will be on Ustream.
Yeah, in case you didn't know, where you are right now is actually Ustream.
So you're just gonna upload.
We're also going to go cross-platform on YouTube. We're going to go cross-platform on Periscope. We're going to be broadcasting
So we should
live.
just start a YouTube
Uh,
channel.
Yeah.
This is gonna be bullshit in a handbasket.
Well, because we need to start a YouTube channel, so I'm also going to start a.
Why do people get
Facebook
on the
page
internet?
with-
Act like people want to
with
see
the-
this.
If you want to send us an email, it's going to be
People
at
get on the internet to watch the
State
dumbest
Show-
shit in the world.
buttstateshow at
Flipping their dicks
gmail.com. Buttstateshow@gmail.com. Send us an email. It's good. It's live right now, so you can send us an email anytime. We are going to be on YouTube. We're going to be on Facebook. We're going to be on Twitter. You're going to see us on Periscope. And
Who's Twitter?
I'll take care of the Twitter. It's not going to be like we're not going to be like, hey, what's up, guys? Watching the debates. It's going to be like, hey, we're going to go live.
You're gonna start live
such
tweeting
a time.
when we're on the show.
as
when we're on
long
the show,
as
yes.
as long as we're talking.
We
to-
will do live tweets on the
As
show.
long as we're talking to nobody, Byron Wilson. Cheers to him.
Why is that ringing a bell?
Greatest coach ever.
Oh,
Coach, he was our high school coach.
I was like that.
No. Forget what anything that has to do with us. He's right now coaching where?
I don't know. Should we say?
Some
Yeah, give
So
credit-
somewhere in
somewhere
Washington,
in the
he's-
Washington,
he's
near the
coaching-
coast,
he's,
on the western
He's
coast.
coaching in a small harbor
Because there's
town,
no eastern coast at all.
and he went to a school that had never won more than 5 games. Went 8-2, never won a playoff
Broke
game.
a single season win record.
Him and a small
Single
boy
season.
are freeing an orca
Wait,
from
8
a
games was a single season.
5 games was they never won more than 5. He went 8-2.
Oh, at the school.
At the school.
Got it.
Ooh, so
And
they
they've
got
never
a real
won a-
coach for the first time at fucking in their whole
Never
school.
won a playoff game. First
Well,
game they went
Wilson is
50. They went 56
We
to
saw-
6.
Wilson is a multi-state champion coach in football, wrestling, and baseball in Alaska. He's in the High School Football Coaches Hall of Fame. He's in the ESPN.
Before he ever even came here.
Right.
Buddy, for a guy who I never even played on the team, I know all this.
That-
They were
he's
they were
big
just
time.
like, oh my god, we actually got a fucking.
Real coach.
I know what
Coach,
town he
yeah.
lives in.
And that's no slight to
Yeah,
Oaks
I'm
because
just drive down.
Can we just make a like a
Let's
fucking,
bring the camera.
a journey video?
Let's
like
do it.
we're-
Let's go find
we'll just
Byron
go there.
Wilson.
We'll just have a Byron.
Go. We're
Wilson.
gonna go and
I don't know
find
if I
Byron
should. I
Wilson.
don't know if I should say where we would go, but I know where he.
Right.
I know what town he's in. I
Yeah.
know.
Right.
let's do it. We could totally
do a fine.
we
I
could-
see
okay.
absolutely no reason why.
So the only reason,
Let's do this.
the only limitations are going to be technical. So we're going to have to find a place that's going to have internet or Wi-Fi, or just broadcast off.
Why
of
can't we just
phone.
record it and upload?
We can do that too.
Yeah, that's
it
what
would be a
I'm
live
talking
show, but
It
again,
wouldn't be live, but we'll go on a
but-
journey and we'll upload it.
We can do that too. There's plenty of shows to do that too, and that's that's one of the things I agree with you on there. Like you can. I always love the live show, but there's nothing wrong with doing pre-recorded stuff and then augmenting your live stuff with that. Like we can go live a show a week and then do because we're also talking about one of those shows we wanted to do was the alternative football commentary, where we're going to broadcast live during football games and provide our own commentary. A la Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth, but it's going to be real. It's going to be uncensored. It's not going to be.
Don't ever say Chris Collinsworth's name again.
I'm saying
on this show.
Yes, exactly.
Not on Butt State.
That lets you know what alternative football commentary is going to be all about. It's going to be about
Collinsworth
real
is
football
terrible.
fans watching shows, watching football games, and saying what everybody else is fucking actually thinking, as opposed to these fucking douches who are basically just pandering to the league and saving their job, as opposed to saying what they fucking really feel.
Can we do that without getting sued? Are we
We'll find
allowed to
out.
do this?
We'll find out. At the very least,
If
we're
we
gonna-
get
We'll get a
sued,
cease- well, we
then
won't
you've
get
made
sued,
it.
we'll get a
Then you've
cease.
made it,
they
right?
won't get much.
You can't squeeze blood from a stone.
Yeah, right.
So the first thing they can do is send a cease and desist.
And then we'll make headlines. Yeah.
Yeah, we go to court and lose
Hey,
all our money.
it's like Stitches. Nobody knew who that fucking guy was until he got knocked out.
Yeah, until we get beat up by the NFL.
Now we
I don't want to be like Stitches.
I don't
Well,
know
we're
how
not
to
being like
Stitches
Stitches. We're not like running up and getting knocked out. But like if the
You just
NFL,
basically said we're gonna be like Stitches, though.
if we publicly get threatened by the NFL, people are like, well, maybe they're onto something.
Perhaps.
We're not getting knocked out by. If we don't have face tat. We don't have an AK-47 tattooed on our cheek.
no AK-47.
Him and the game are supposed to like fight in like a charity event.
You're what?
So
Wait,
now
that
the
real?
game is like
Do you
Danny
remember when
Bonaducci.
Tanya Harding fought an
I
ice
was gonna
skate?
say, it's all bullshit. And then fucking Screech fought somebody and beat his ass because everyone thought Screech was gonna fucking lose, but everyone forgot that Screech was in shape
Yeah.
compared to whatever douche he fought.
Yeah, I was about to say.
They had two
compared to
douches fight, and Screech was just the stronger of the douches.
Just the strongest dude.
Danny-
stronger two douches.
Danny Bonaducci.
No, Danny Bonaducci was in another fight.
Danny Bonaducci is fucking.
He's a bigger dude
That
than
guy's
Screech.
roided out of his mind.
Yes. Well, he's a Jersey dude, right? Even though he has a show around here. And by the way, y'all have said fuck somebody. I'm gonna say fuck Danny Bonaducci after his stupid Jersey asshole. I hope he fucking falls off a bridge right into his fucking stupid head. That fucking piece of shit.
This just got serious.
Every morning, I'm driving into town.
Listen
Driving
to
into work.
that,
I'm trying to listen to something on the radio, okay? And some days KEXP is a little too spaced out. I'm trying to get my fucking head together. I want to listen to people talking about the issues maybe that I care about. Maybe, just like, hey, we're having some real talk. I know it's fucking terrestrial radio and the FCC is jumping up their asshole and you can't say, fuck or any of the bad words, but you can fucking have a real conversation without being a total douche. And their show is the complete opposite. It's fucking one douche. Like, hey, I'm Danny Bonaducci. Blah, 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 we talk about blah, blah. He always
You
says
just went Tom like
dumb shit. Yeah, and Tom Likas is the same fucking vein, just a different fucking idiot. A different guy who talks about fucking knowing women, but he's been divorced by 8 and lost his money to all of them. So fuck both of them. And that's my fuck people for the night. That's my 2 people that I'm saying fuck.
I don't
you
know
to.
if I said fuck anybody.
And
else.
that's been Dan
I believe-
on Good Scotch.
I believe Matthew said fuck
Jim
Scott Van
Moore.
Peltz.
Or you said fuck Ryan Russillo and fuck Jim Moore.
Oh, for the record, I didn't say fuck Ryan Russillo. Go ahead and play the tape back.
You kind of did say fuck him.
No, I said
You said
I actually agree with it most of the time, and he's funny. But I
Oh, you
think
said the
his act-
humor's running.
his
Okay.
all
Right.
sarcasm bullshit.
It's just getting. It's just at this point.
You did say fuck Jim Moore.
No, I didn't say that either.
You said you texted him and said you pissed me off. Go fuck yourself.
That's not at all what I said.
You said you saw him at a coffee shop and you kicked him in the dick and he fell down 2 flights of stairs. And he cried.
I'll fuck Pat
You
Hayden.
said Jim Moore cried in front of grown
I'll
people.
say fuck Pat Hayden, because, fuck USC. Fuck the whole lot of
We're
them.
gonna spread this around. Someone's making tuna fish sandwiches.
That's smoked salmon.
Smoked
Smoked
Salmon.
salmon. I was like, I smell fish in this.
Can I,
I
get
don't
a,
have a fork.
How come
over here.
smoked salmon comes in like a Pizza Hut box now?
can I buy you a fish sandwich?
It's from Costco.
Oh, that would be genius though, right? Like get your pizza, some pasta, and a big smoked salmon. They just heat it up at Pizza Hut.
It's actually pretty awesome. It's a whole sockeye fillet.
I don't
Jesus.
know if I would want smoked salmon from Pizza Hut.
I'm not saying I would. I'm just saying, would it be genius? I saw the box. I
It
don't know.
would,
Maybe it's not
but
genius at all.
I wouldn't eat it, because it would be like,
If you would eat it, it's not genius. No one's gonna buy it.
What are you talking about? They make 7-Eleven sells sushi. It's genius. People buy it.
Ah,
I'm
really?
not gonna fucking eat it.
Oh,
But
dude.
yeah, Quick Stop sells sushi. I would
never
never
had-
eat it.
Never had sushi at 7-Eleven.
This
I
is
worked
so
there.
good, it's dangerous. I could eat this entire fillet right now.
Haven't you had Quick Stop sushi?
No!
My stepbrother has.
Dude, that's danger.
He's shit for days.
You know what?
Yeah,
That
exactly.
is still a
You
jack.
might as well just be like, go to some homeless guy and be like, hey, what drugs do you guys have? And the fucking, can I have some paint with you? Just fucking what dangerous shit? Can you make some Drano with some fucking bees honey?
Just shooting fucking spray paint
Shoot
into
up.
socks and breathing it.
The same socks that Sayer just fucking shot a seed into.
Okay, no.
Wait a minute.
You
Well,
can huff fucking paint without having someone jack off first.
We
I'm not saying you
absolutely
have
didn't
to.
have to go there.
Well, we just did. Because
It was an attempted callback. It didn't work very well.
someone commented and said, can you talk about huffing and jacking off?
They did
Oh.
not. There's no one there.
Who that talking about Jim, babe? What's that one shit where they fucking mix the shit?
Whoa, that was the most vague statement. What's that one shit
Where's
where
the,
they
it-
mix
it-
the
it's
shit?
a drug. It's a drug they literally make from fermented shit.
Too loud.
I don't know.
You never heard about this shit? It's big in Africa. They like piss and shit in a bottle, and there's like a gas that comes off of it after it sits for
It
like
gets you
weeks.
fucked up?
I'm not even shitting you. It gets you fucked up. I've never done it, but I'm just saying it's
Obviously.
big enough to where like we hear about it over here.
I've never in my life
It's like the
heard of that.
See, if we, this is right where we need.
You ever
to
heard of
fucking
people
listen.
getting high off with shit and piss fumes?
It's like it's got a weird fucking name to it.
I don't know where we
I keep thinking Jim Baby. That's a fucking drum.
I don't think we should be here.
Jim
It's
baby?
like Jinka or Janky.
I do.
I don't approve. I don't approve of what we're talking about.
I don't know where you're going.
Well, I don't know why we got here. We're just here.
It's a lot of liquor.
Yeah, it's
It's
good.
a lot of liquor influence.
Seems to be a recurring thing that's going to be part of this show. I literally have on my page written now 90 to 120 minutes of drinking.
That's pretty
That's
much
like
what it was.
I'm like writing notes for the next shows and like I'm like, okay, that's what's going to happen.
Oh no, we're gonna have to, it's gonna have to get a lot better. 'Cause this was bad.
Well, we had some things to build
For our
on.
first run at it.
For the first run at it, I think this was pretty bad.
Considering we got 10 minutes left, let's go
Well,
through
let's
what
look
we
at-
learned today.
Let's look at the positive. We're all great friends. There wasn't a lot of dead time.
Why not?
Yes.
Now, whether or not people think this was entertaining at all, that's yet. I have no idea.
All right.
But we didn't sit here silent, just, you know,
But
The over-under
being Sean Penn.
for the
Right,
Lebowski
Sam.
references was at 4, and I want you guys to tell me if we were over or under 4.
we were over.
Oh,
We were
easily.
over 4. I think you guys both win because we had 5 today. Big Lebowski references. We also learned that "Let Me Clear My Throat" is going to be Ulrich's walk-up song. What's the difference from Dr. Dre Exhibit? And
Eminem also.
Eminem also. From Mance. I'm gonna have the baby elephant walk. Chunky was a Jew.
God damn it.
We didn't talk about the bowl games at all, even though that was like one of my higher topics. We talked about
Could
the
we
Seahawks
touch
and
on
the
those? Could we touch on those in the last
You have
few
to
minutes?
touch
The
on
bowl
it.
games? You want to go quick for lightning round on the bowl games?
We got
Lightning
10,
round. Let's do it.
in 10 minutes. We'll go off air at midnight.
Let me pull up the lines here, boys. And we'll obviously go as many as we can before
Let
we
me get through
continue
these
this.
in 10 minutes. Just
All right, so,
expert picks.
The New Mexico Bowl is going to be Arizona at New Mexico. Right now, the line is...
Arizona against New Mexico.
It's New Mexico by 7.5.
I'm taking the Fighting Rich Rods cover.
Fighting Rich Ross.
That's easy.
I'm taking
That's
it.
Arizona. They're
Arizona,
gonna-
and they're not favored right now, by the way, boys.
I'll take them.
They're
You're
gonna.
taking by
they're
7.5.
Yes.
I will take them straight up.
Game and spread.
Straight up.
Okay.
You want to write these down?
The coaches are. Hey, it's all recorded for
Oh, it is
posterity.
recorded.
So we're gonna roll back down to
I'll
the
take
next
the
game.
Fighting Rich
The
Rods.
next game's gonna be the Royal Purple Las Vegas Bowl. It's gonna be BYU at number 22 Utah. Right now the line is 2.5 being given to BYU boys.
That's the Holy War. I'll take Utah.
The Holy War. The best of
Just
the-
because you're going Utah, I'm gonna say
BYU?
BYU will do it.
It's gonna be a bad game for caffeinated beverages and alcohol, but it's gonna be a good game for the Mormons. We're gonna run it back down to the next game. It's the Raycom Media Camellia Bowl with Ohio at Appalachian State. Right now, Ohio is favored by 7.
I don't know much about Appalachian State.
Appalachian State.
Are you taking Appalachian?
Taking Appalachian State by 3.
My memory serves me correct. Ohio has a pretty good bowl record. As
Appalachian
I'm
State's
taking
not-
Ohio.
Ooh. All right.
Take Ohio.
We got to split one.
I don't know if that's true or pulled out.
So the next bowl game's gonna be the
You
Iron Nation.
definitely pulled that out of your ass. That was not real information.
Let the record show. We have Appalachian State
Ohio.
and Ohio. So for the next bowl is going to be the Auto Nation Cure Bowl. It's going to be San Jose State at Georgia State, with San Jose being.
I'll take San Jose.
Actually, it's if I'm not mistaken, San Jose is actually -1. Georgia State favored by a point. It's basically dead.
I'm going to go ahead and say that I think Georgia State's going to win this game. But my heart is going to make me pick San Jose. My cousin played at San Jose
Spartans.
State. I'm going with the Spartans. Going with the Spartans by 10
Over Georgia State?
over Georgia State.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm taking San Jose.
This is really like the bread and butter of the Butt State mantra.
Oh,
right here.
yeah, I'm going
We're
to-
doing
This
all-
is what I'm talking about.
all Butt State bowls.
Butt State. Listen, when Butt State plays, the best game is on.
Yeah.
Here's how we really know we made it, boys. One day.
No one days, because nobody's. You know what people are going to do?
15
They're
years, we
they're
tune in
gonna
for
look at this
now.
and they're going to go, one day I'm never going to watch this game.
We tune in 15 years from now and we see the Butt State Bowl presented by Buffalo Wild Wings.
That's never happening.
You hold on, you bite your tongue.
You hold on. You bite your tongue.
This is our producer Dan. He does a lot of drugs.
A lot of dreaming. People say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. So the next bowl is going to be the R+,
Some people say some
RNI
pants
Carriers New Orleans Bowl. Arkansas State at Louisiana Tech, and that is Arkansas State by 1.5.
The Louisiana Tech. I love their blue Louisiana logo and the red LT.
The big fucking.
Don't know
boot
much
on the
about
side of
either
their
team,
helmet.
but I'm
That's
taking
cute.
Louisiana Tech.
Ulrich wants to pick them for the uniforms.
Why don't you tell me a
I'm
little
gonna-
bit about both teams?
I don't need to tell you shit.
Go ahead.
I'm going to
Let's
go ahead
just
and
be
say
fucking honest.
Arkansas
Okay.
State
Okay.
is going to win it by 17.
What's Arkansas State?
17.
They got that big offense. They got that big offense down there with that big time ball coach.
You just pull shit out of your ass.
Hey, what's different from any other fucking sports?
I
show
know.
with these Butt
Well,
State
just
games?
being honest, I know.
Hey,
I played with
he didn't
Louis-
rebut you at all. He's rolling with it. By 17, he says. All right, so the next bowl is going to be the Miami Beach Bowl. It's going to be Western Kentucky at South Florida. Western Kentucky, or the South Florida by 2.5 is what's favored right now. Vegas lines say.
South Florida.
You know I'm a South Florida guy.
Well, it's also in Florida too. So it's
Jason
basically a home
Peters,
game.
Evergreen High School.
God damn it. Who's our third string quarterback? Fourth string quarterback. God damn it.
From the Hawks.
BJ Daniels.
Oh yeah, who's
South
also
Florida.
now what, like 5th string wide receiver right
Yeah,
now.
South Florida. BJ Daniels.
Yeah.
I might be
South
fucking
Florida.
wrong. Did he go to UCF? Did he go to
Who?
Central Florida?
Who?
Jason Peters, Evergreen.
Central Butt State, Florida.
No,
No,
but you
not
know who
much
did
there.
go to UCF
UCF at least has the fucking little bowls, right?
was Donovan McNabb went to UCF.
Dude, that's not important right now. I'm talking about
Well,
Jason Peters from
I
Evergreen.
don't know. I don't know where Jason Peters went, but I do know where Donovan McNabb went.
Who gives a shit about Donovan McNabb?
Well, no, nobody in Philly, but some do.
There we go. Hold on here, folks.
He got sick in the middle of the Super Bowl, and I don't want to play anymore.
I'm too tired.
God, that pissed me off. They could have won that game, but Donovan McNabb.
Refresh my memory. Which
fucking
came
up there.
first? Was it Willie Beeman or was it Donovan McNabb throwing up in the Super Bowl? Who came first in real life?
I think it was Willie Beeman.
You know, Terrell Owens coming off of 6 weeks of ACL surgery recovery to play in the Super Bowl, and McNabb's like, can't win a 2-minute drill. I'm sick.
They say 2 bags of potato chips on the internet.
All right. So the next,
Okay.
we're giving those guys some fucking plugs. Hawaiian chips.
They're the greatest.
So the next
Everybody
bowl,
can suckle.
next bowl is going to be the famous Idaho Potato Bowl.
Yep.
Oh.
Akron,
Oh, I'm talking about.
Idaho State.
Akron. Hands down.
They really are the poster child for Butt State. We just talked about them.
Akron. Like, who they playing?
Idaho
It
State.
doesn't matter who they're playing.
I walked right into it. I walked right into it.
Akron.
Oh. Right into the Viet Cong trap.
Okay.
I'm just knee deep in shit water and bamboo
Akron
spikes.
plus
This motherfucker
14.
got me.
Akron plus 14. Big win. Big win for Akron. Nice, firm win.
All
The
right.
Knights of the Round Table.
First Monty Python reference.
right.
Do you mark that?
Hey, I think so. MP
I don't think we should mark that.
plus one. I'm marking them down. I got the Will Ferrell reference
Well,
on
those
Monty
are
Python.
great.
You're still got more than 2.5 times the other references combined.
You might
And
as well
think
you
the
might
best
as well throw it
references.
out there on the internet like, hey, listen, anybody with a regular, outgoing, outside of the house social life, don't fucking watch this. Knights
The
of the
show?
Round Table.
Why else you stay at home at fucking 10 o'clock on a Friday? You're a bunch of
Well,
fucking recluses.
That's a good point.
That's what. Yeah, that's pretty good.
All right, so the next
Go
bowl
ahead
game.
and throw a beer.
We only got about 2 minutes left here, boys. We're getting to the ranked ones.
We're getting through these bowls now.
The next
We're on
one's going to be the
roll.
I
Marmot
think I killed
Boca,
all the whiskey.
The Marmaduke Bowl.
the Marmot Boca Raton Bowl.
What the fuck?
Number 24, Temple at Toledo. Toledo by 2.
Temple.
Temple.
Great defense. They do. They have a really good defense.
Temple Toledo?
Temple Toledo.
Toledo, orange is a prick.
Well,
That's a good reason.
How about that for
I like it.
Toledo?
statistically, they have one of the better defenses in college football.
Statistically, you're a prick.
Statistically, Sarah J videos are a quick pick on my phone.
Did you guys only personally Jewish people?
That wasn't.
It is kind of
That
a go-to.
wasn't.
It really is
That
go-to.
wasn't what that was.
My son David? You'd be dead if it wasn't for my son David.
You punched the president.
You punched the president, David?
God damn it. No, there's an Independence Day reference.
It's Jeff Goldblum.
Remember when he's sitting and they're all in the fucking shelter at the Area 51? Area 51. You'll know when you've done nothing. And he's sitting there and there's like the vice president or the president's wife is like fucking dying in the fucking,
She's in the hospital.
yeah, they're in the hospital, they're all sitting around praying. It's okay. Everyone's here. Let's say a prayer. And then one guy's like, I'm not Jewish. He's like, nobody's perfect. Now, speaking of racism, wasn't that the most racist fucking portrayal of a Jew ever in the history of film?
That guy is Jewish.
In Independence Day?
Okay, but why is it gotta be fucking Hebe McKeitzberg the whole fucking time?
Oh,
Where he's just like
okay.
fucking like
I'm not
the whole
a
fucking
part
show.
of. I'm not a part of Dan saying that. I'm not. That's not what you can't see. That's not what it's about.
That's what he's playing. It's a complete
That's not
character.
what fucking-
It's offensive. That's a mic drop.
Man, I really wanted to finish the goddamn bowl games, and you went Edie Mc.
We got 5 minutes, boy.
Just go. Okay, no more. Just bowl games.
Full game.
You drop something like that again, I'm off this show for
Can
good.
we please all apologize for that? Like,
I'm
I
sorry.
don't. I don't know what that was about.
Chewy. All right.
You're not okay.
What?
just
But
stop.
that's not. That's
San
not.
Diego County Credit
That's not the
Union.
point.
Poinsettia Bowl. Boise State at Northern Illinois.
Boise State,
Northern NIU.
NIU, because
NIU is favored by 8.
I don't like
I-
the state of Idaho. I'm going to say that on the internet.
Never been there.
There's too many skinheads. There's guys that say stuff like Dan said, and they were serious.
I was waiting for that joke to come out.
It's awful.
All right, so
That
next-
was, I don't appreciate it at all. Let's not.
he
let's
really
not-
was playing.
Okay, stop. Oh, let's go. Next
Okay.
game. Next, I can't.
I found it offensive.
It was
fucking
offensive.
horrible.
Well, both of our things were offensive.
The next bowl game. I don't
Me
know.
and fucking Judd Hirsch. We're fucking should have shame for that one. For being the worst guys. All right, so everyone's saying Northern Illinois.
Yeah.
Move on.
Illinois.
Next one is
I'm gonna cry.
the GoDaddy Bowl. Georgia Southern at Bowling Green, and Georgia Southern's favored by 7.
I like Bowling Green. I'm going Bowling Green. Why? Because I have an outstanding record with them on NCAA 2013.
I like-
left.
I will play with Bowling Green in Akron, Ohio, and I've fucking won the
I
Heisman
like
7
Georgia
times.
Southern. If I'm correct, I believe their pep band is solid.
I don't. Yeah, but
No,
bowl games they do away with. You watch some of those.
Dude, I'm Georgia Southern by 3, man.
We got another split.
I'm not writing any of these down.
The Popeyes.
They're all
Bahamas Bowl,
recorded.
It's all there.
Right, but I'm not.
Popeyes Bowl.
I'm just saying I might feel differently.
Popeyes
tomorrow
Bahamas
about
Bowl
all
played in the Bahamas.
Oh god, that'd
It's
be
gonna be
awesome.
Middle Tennessee at Western Michigan.
these. Man, I wish I made
Ooh, the Fighting Chippewas. That's. I only know that. That's
that.
where
Thomas Rawls.
That's where Brian Kelly coached. Thomas Rawls came from there. I'll go Western. I'm going Western Michigan.
Who are they playing?
Middle Tennessee, Western Michigan.
Middle Tennessee.
Middle Tennessee favored
No,
by 5.
I'm sorry. I have 3 tracks.
Is that
I'm
still
going-
Conference USA?
Fuck if I know.
I'm going Middle
I
Tennessee
think it is the
because
CUSA Bowl,
recently,
right?
recently on NCAA Job Market, I applied for the Middle Tennessee O-line job. Not going to get it, but I applied. So I'm going to go Middle Tennessee because I
go
could
ahead.
be the line coach.
Hey, wouldn't that be a fucking funny fucking?
Not if the
comeback
O-line
here?
coach saw that, or
There's
the head coach
They
saw
won't hire
that,
me.
so
They'll
like-
hire you.
No, they're not
Never,
hiring me for
ever
less
gonna
than-
hire you.
You need to befriend this, defriend this man.
You need to forget.
What you to do is stab this man in the
Shut-
kidneys and
you-
throw him over a
Who
bridge.
you picking?
Never. Scott, like, if you're out there,
He's not
anyway.
going to see this.
No, of course not.
If you're out there, join us next week. on Butt State.
Bud State.
Middle Tennessee or Western Michigan?
All right,
I'm gonna take the Chippewas.
Go
I'm
with
going
Chippewas.
with Rawls.
I'm only doing it because I applied for the job. My heart is
That's
with
cool.
Western
Middle
Michigan,
Tennessee.
but I did apply.
I
for
like
the-
Middle Tennessee.
I did apply for
The pick is a
Middle
pick, no
Tennessee.
matter what you go for. Okay, so next one's gonna be the Hawaii Bowl. We're getting into some of the bigger
Mm.
ones. San Diego State at Cincinnati, and San Diego State's favored by 1.5.
I like San Diego
Cincy.
State running at 3-5.
Cincy.
Oh, we got a little
Cincy.
difference here. San
I
Diego
like,
State.
I like San Diego State with that 3-5 running.
What about
Another-
Cincy? One of the
Actually, I don't
Western
even know if
Party
they're still
schools.
running that 3-5, but they were
Cincinnati.
running that 3-5.
The chicks get loose at Cincinnati.
Another
And they're all going.
another place Brian
They're
Kelly.
all going to Hawaii.
Another case Brian Kelly coached. at.
Brian Kelly touches little kids.
That is so
I'm just saying.
All right.
Congratulations on hiring just the same run-of-the-mill
Dude,
guy.
no, you know what we didn't do? We actually hired a guy that with no name. USC went way out of bounds. We went way out of what we normally do. We didn't hire Sarkisian. We didn't hire Lane Kiffin. We hired who?
You know who you should
What's
have
his
hired?
name? I bet you can't even say his name right now. What's
you
our
know who you
coach's
should have
name?
hired? Orgeron.
Yeah, we should hire
You
Orgeron.
should have hired
To
Orgeron.
Coach O, for every USC fan
Coach
out
O.
there, we apologize.
Coach-
Fight on. We're sorry.
Coach O should be the coach.
All right. St. Petersburg Bowl is going to be UConn at Marshall.
Dude, Marshall.
UConn by 4.
I just like Marshall.
UConn's got the line by 4.
I don't care.
Yeah, I
always
don't like
Marshall.
UConn.
I like Marshall on the upset.
Yeah, I like Marshall with Matthew McConaughey on the sideline.
It's probably there. It's probably there today.
Hey, and our local boys, the Hyundai Sun Bowl, Miami, Florida, against Washington State.
It's all about
Day
the
after
U.
Christmas.
I'm taking the U.
Oh, he's going Ray Lewis on him.
Miami and Wazoo. I'm saying if the starting quarterback for Wazoo is there, Wazoo wins by 10.
Miami's by 3.
No, Wazoo wins by 10.
Wazoo
Yeah,
by
Blue
10.
Folks there.
Mike Leach cracks a half a
Wazoo
smile.
shits all over the spread and
This is
wins.
for Michael Irvin. It's all about the U, baby.
Oh, when,
It's all
yeah,
about
when
the
Michael
U.
Irvin was there.
Yeah, well, I'm still taking him.
Hey.
College football is a better place when the U is relevant.
And our next...
Mark Richt's not coaching yet.
Chris Ricks
yeah.
is still a backup at Florida State.
All right, so
He's been there 10 years.
next bowl game, another local team, the Zaxby's Heart of Dallas Bowl, is going to be UW at Southern Mississippi.
Southern Mississippi.
Southern Miss.
Southern Mississippi.
And they are
100%.
favored by 8.5, so that's
This
an
is good.
easy
This-
pick.
this
Dude,
will be-
yeah,
this will
get
be
used
the
to this
only-
now.
this will
Get
be-
used to it right now.
No matter what these guys disagree on, they always agree on the fucking fuck the Huskies. That's
This-
always the agreement.
This is the only Seattle sports-based
He's,
sports show that will
his
just say
entire
screw-
family is Notre Dame fans. Mine are all right here.
There's a lot of red
Let's
in this
just
room.
go ahead and bring this up.
There's a lot of red right here.
Let's put it up right here.
Okay, we're covering
No,
we're
no,
covering
we're
the
all right.
whiskey.
We're all right. We're
covering
all
the
right.
whiskey.
That's how my family
Hope your arm
feels.
gets
and
tired.
so fuck you, Dub. Is
I can agree with that.
All right.
I know.
Next bowl game. New Era Pinstripe Bowl. It's going to be Indiana at Duke. Duke by 2.
I'll have Duke. I think Duke by a lot. Duke by double digits.
Over the Hoosiers.
Yeah.
Saying Indiana.
Mr. Fett's favorite movie.
No,
Hoosiers.
Indiana.
Yeah, you
Indiana by
you remember Mr. Fett?
Indiana by 6. Mark it.
Mm.
Mark it
Hoosiers!
6.
Every time there was a fucking in-service day or like the fucking the
Six Lebowski references.
Uh,
Even though they never said market 6.
he said
no,
6,
but
Mark
I
it 6.
altered
You
the
could've just
reference.
went
Nope, that's a fucking.
But I didn't want it.
We counted.
I wanted 6.
And it's the 6th reference.
I have in double digits. So.
All right, next game is going to be the Camping World Independence Bowl. It's going to be Tulsa at Virginia Tech. Tulsa by 13
No,
and a
give
half.
me Vag Technical.
Yeah.
By
Beavers.
13 and a half?
Vag
Dude,
Tech.
Beamer's last game. They're gonna win.
They're
for
favored
Beaver.
by 13 and a half.
It's 13 and a half for Tulsa.
No
For
way.
Tulsa?
Over
Tulsa is
Vag.
favored by
I don't
13 and
know.
a
I'm
half.
saying Beamer's team makes the
That's the
upset.
biggest line, boys.
Tulsa has been good
That
all
might-
season.
And that's
I'll
everybody.
I saw-
Everybody's unanimous.
I
in that
saw
line.
3 Tulsa games this year.
The skin.
3. They were usually on Butt State Wednesday night.
The skin graph is gonna win his final game.
Hey, why do we always gotta go there?
Seal. Seal's going to win this game.
Why? Okay, we don't need to bring Seal in here.
His chin looks like Seal.
Like, coach, I'm sorry, man. You're a solid guy.
He's never gonna see this.
No.
I hope he does, and he hires Stag, and he's just like, fuck those other guys. Your friends are pieces
They're
of
definitely
shit.
not hiring me.
It was very painful, my chin.
He's
He's
leaving after this
retiring.
year. This is his
All right.
last game. That's why I'm saying Virginia Tech.
Foster Farms Bowl. UCLA at Nebraska. Nebraska by 6.5.
Oh.
Jim Mora.
No, I have to go Nebraska. I'm an SC fan. I
You
hate
can't.
UCLA. I can't pick them.
You gotta go for the Huskers?
Gotta do it.
Oh, it's
That's just
two
unprincipled.
poisons.
It's on. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's like a UW game. I'm not.
I'll
rooting
take
for it.
UCLA.
It's like you gotta shock yourself with a car battery on your left nut or your right nut. What you gonna do?
No, I'll take it on the butt cheek if I can try.
and that's what Nebraska is, the butt cheek.
UCLA. I think UCLA can
Hey,
probably win.
Christmas lights today. Another note. I shocked the living shit out of myself
Oh,
on the Christmas tree.
You get a little
I
120.
touched a bulb that was not there, and I touched the metal, the piece.
The element.
Yeah, dude. Oh,
Little
my
120 will wake you up right the fuck up.
holy shit!
And you get that.
Through
It
that
goes
shit.
whap 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 when you
It-
fucking feel it.
It felt like a bee sting for. Well, I felt it shoot all through my body, and it like resonated in my nutsack.
All right.
It hurt.
Military Bowl presented by Northrop Grumman. It's going to be Pittsburgh at number 21 Navy. And
Is Air
Force
Pittsburgh
playing
by
in the bowl?
3.5.
Navy.
Pittsburgh is
Navy.
favored by 3.5, and I'm giving them 3, but not the half.
Navy's going to take him by half a point.
Pittsburgh by 3.
Navy 32.5 to 32.
That's impossible, but all right.
No, I'm taking Navy's.
All right.
Navy's pretty tight. I don't even know why I'm picking Pitt.
Because you hate Navy.
Pitt's got a good
No, I don't have
defense,
a
but I
problem
don't think they
with
can
Navy.
put up points. And if Navy
I
gets
like that
rolling-
triple option football. I'm going with Navy. I take it back. I'm going Navy by 5. I like that obscure number.
And beating the spread. They're going to win by a safety and a touchdown.
Navy by 5.
Quick Lane Bowl. It's going to be Central Michigan at Minnesota.
Chris Berman.
Central Michigan by 6.
Who?
Central Michigan.
Central Michigan at Minnesota. Quick Lane Bowl. Central Michigan by 6.
I like them Gophers, man. Give me the Gophers by 7.
Yeah, Minnesota should have. Minnesota
The
had a
Golden
chance.
Gophers?
Yeah.
No, give me the Gophers by 9.
Go first by 9.
Minnesota should have won that game against Michigan. They made a horrible decision at the end.
Oh, and someone was asking about Air Force. Was that Steg? Was it
Yeah.
you? Next bowl is going to be the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. It's going to be California at Air Force.
Cal and Air Force?
Air Force by 7.
Cal. Come on, Cal.
Cal of Air Force.
Who are you taking, Cal or Air Force?
Pac-12 beats whatever the fuck conference
Oh.
MAC they're in.
Ooh, that's good.
I'm taking Cal if that changes your pick.
That's really good.
Over under at 67.
Roscoe's eating a frozen chicken nugget.
The good kind's $8 a bag.
Not if you go to Costco.
Use that. Wait. 2 microwaves? 2 microwaves?
That's a separate movie reference. Hold up. What was that?
Don't do
Well, it was,
that. Yeah, when we moved into this house, the big microwave doesn't work.
it was,
We knew that coming in.
Wedding Crashers.
Ah,
Took it
see.
as is.
That's actually our second Will Ferrell. Oh, wait, no, we're
Yeah, wait.
Should we try
The
Benjamin
meatloaf!
Black?
We're gonna throw that down tonight?
We're gonna have to at least try it. Put it on the put it online.
Well, you
Never
can't
tried-
open it and not finish it, so we're throwing it down.
Never
We can
tried
go-
this beer in my life.
We're already at
Dan's gotta
12:10.
have
Let's go to
some.
If
12:30.
I leave at 1, I'm good. I just gotta be home. I'm gonna
We're
be
still in
here at
bonus
1.
time.
I gotta work.
We still got plenty of bowl games to go through before we're done here.
Yeah, you know what, fuck it. It's our first night.
Let's keep rolling.
Nobody's watching, so we're pretty much just sitting here and doing what we would do if we
Right.
didn't have a camera on.
Right now
We're just sitting in
This is
awkward
summer camp.
positions.
This is summer camp. Right now we're doing line drills. OB's talking about fire steps.
We got and now again, if you're from somewhere else in the world, Men's Room.
Black.
Men's Room is a local
only
radio
guys
show. It's
locally
now
that do it
national.
right.
You're not
It's
gonna see
national.
that logo.
It doesn't matter. It's a beer.
They're local.
And
from
it's a
here.
Men's Room Black. Never had one.
Who's national?
Men's room.
Men's Room. Men's
They're
Room is
syndicated.
all over the country now.
They're
Yeah.
syndicated?
Mhm.
KSW has a syndicate?
They're and more people listen to them online than anything
It's the
else.
same thing with fucking Bonaducci. I think he's other places too.
Okay, don't compare Bonaducci to the Men's Room.
In the fact that both getting paid exorbitant amounts of money to talk on the radio, then yes, it's the same. That's it.
It's a dark fucking beer. I like that.
All right.
I like that right away.
So we give our nod and our
Hello,
hearty approval.
Rockaholics. Rock on. Release your devil's side with this extremely limited edition Imperial Red Ale.
Roll up,
Hey there,
bitches.
Rockaholics. BJ Shea in the morning, cause we
No,
fucking
no,
can.
this is a men's room, so it's all.
Can I buy
Same
you a
network,
fish
fucking
sandwich?
fuck.
All right, the Russell Athletic Bowl.
Okay.
We're getting into ranked teams now.
Whoa, wait. Did you pick Air Force and Cal?
I'm going Air Force
I took Cal. Okay.
with what's his name?
Bill, Air Force.
Air Force by
Cody.
7.
Moorhead?
Moorhead.
Oh, unfortunately they named young lad.
I don't think he's playing.
Yeah, he is.
He is?
D tack. He plays D tackle.
Nice. That's good.
I'm taking Air Force by.
Men's Room Black is great. This is good beer.
I'm not sure yet.
Hear that, Men's
I
Room?
am.
If someone gets it back to you, let them know. The beer's good.
It's a good
It's a good beer. Our one viewer, pass it on.
So we could send this to the men's room.
Did
like,
you
hey,
just say is it a red ale?
It's a red ale.
Because it doesn't taste like a black.
No, it's not. I wouldn't.
It's
Yeah,
all
it's
about the
definitely, it's
label.
definitely not a black.
But it's darker, that's for damn sure. It's a
It's
dark
darker.
fucking red.
It's good.
It's not quite a stout or anything though.
See, it's all right, but I don't think it's as good as. I don't
The
think it's
men's
as
room
good
red?
as the Irish Death.
Well, no, but that's because
You're Irish.
No,
It doesn't
I don't-
speak to your
it-
soul.
it's Irish Death, but it's by.
It's
some
Irish
dudes in-
Death and all.
It's by nice some dudes in Ellen.
But it's dark. It's got more of the cocoa infused. I don't know. I'm drunk. It's got more of the cocoa.
Everybody's drunk.
I don't know.
Who
I'm
knows?
drunk. You know, the darker you get, the more cocoa it gets. The lighter you get, the more hoppy.
Usually, yeah.
So Irish Death is farther. This is
I
closer.
think there's a lot of dark beers that don't have any cocoa, right?
But that's how you get a dark beer. That's how it's brewed with more cocoa.
I could be wrong. I could be right. I could be
Guinness is
drunk.
very rich in cocoa-y.
I don't think Guinness is like a
It's a
cocoa beer. What's Guinness made? of?
According to the Sam Adams commercial, that's how you get a dark beer. Cocoa.
According to
you get
those
a light beer by
fucking
more
dirty
all
lips.
dark beers?
Well, there's.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. You get,
Well,
there's a
that's
lot
the
of
only
dark
guy I've
beers.
ever heard talk on the subject.
Well, there's Sam Adams. He was talking.
Old
So.
Sammy A. Alright, next bowl. It's going to be the Russell Athletic Bowl. Number 10, North Carolina at number 17,
North
Baylor.
Carolina.
North Carolina.
North Carolina is favored
I
by a
like
point and a
them.
half.
I like them. I like North Carolina.
Vegas
But
thinks it's
Baylor-
dead heat, though.
Man, really, Baylor's gonna. God, that point. That game might have 59 points apiece.
I just don't know. I
The
think
over-under is
North
at 69 and a
Carolina.
half.
I think North Carolina can play better defense. And I don't, you know.
I think North Carolina.
And they're both.
I think it's gonna come down to defense. I think North Carolina can play offense with Baylor, but I think North Carolina has a better defense.
North Carolina by 4.
So we got North Carolina by 1.5 by everybody except for one bookie who's got them running at +3. So it's not unanimous there. Next bowl is going to be the Nova Home Loans Bowl, Arizona Bowl. It's Nevada at Colorado State. Nevada by 3.
Nevada. I'm not picking the fucking Rams. Those guys. Nevada.
All right.
Colorado State?
Nevada at Colorado State at the Arizona Bowl. So I'm guessing what, at the Cardinal Stadium, University of Phoenix Stadium.
What's wrong with Colorado State? What's your beef?
Not a fan.
Just
We
not-
could get into it, but I would drop some names, and I just don't want to do that.
Oh shit! Save it for next week. It's a teaser.
What is this guy doing?
Next week we're gonna
What's
find
this
out
guy
what.
doing having a beef? I'm going Colorado State now.
Next week we're gonna
Big
find out
time
what
by
we're-
17. Colorado State with
I'm
the
already going to win this.
Colorado State with a bump over the head.
What are we betting on this, anyways?
We're not betting anything because I'm mostly picking against
Just
you. for the sake of it.
personal honor. And honestly, we're probably gonna come back next week and be like, I didn't bet that. And we're just gonna fucking bullshit.
No, but it's on.
But I'm gonna have to
All
go,
the booze
I'm
I
gonna have to
drank
go
today.
back and watch this.
We
I'm
just-
not gonna remember
Put
shit.
it on tape. Put your name on it. Okay. Get the picks. Put your name on it.
lie, numbers don't lie. All right, the next one's gonna be the Advocate V100 Texas Bowl. It's gonna be number 20 LSU at Texas Tech. Texas Tech by 7.
Oh, this one.
This is hard
Yeah.
because LSU's defense is good.
They're getting
and
into the tough
Texas
games
Tech's
now.
offense.
We're
is
getting
good.
into the ranked teams and the teams that probably should have been ranked.
God, you know, I think LSU. I don't know if Texas Tech can go toe to toe with a good defense. So I'm going to take LSU, and I honestly
I
don't think Texas Tech can stop Leonard Fournette.
Being a
I don't
defensive
think
guy, I
you can.
gotta go defense. So I gotta go to LSU. I got to by 6.
You're throwing out all these numbers. I'm just picking teams.
LSU's fucking up the spread.
I don't even think you believe in half these numbers.
I'm gonna laugh when someone actually watches this and is like, he was dead on. This guy was
I
amazing.
believe in every
He's a
number.
I would be
prodigy.
so pumped if he was dead on, because then we might actually get some views.
He's like Rain
dude.
Man with a big forehead and receding hairline. That's my one for the night. All right, the next one's gonna be the Birmingham Bowl. Auburn at Memphis. Memphis by 2.5.
Ooh, Memphis has had a really good year. I mean, it's Auburn. I'm a big Gus Malzahn fan. I'm going Auburn.
I like anybody named Gus. Let's be honest.
we just like anybody that made him as a high school coach to D1.
And who's an innovative. You know these coaches who are innovative passers, and he is innovative in the run game. So I'm a fan. He runs the ball. He does it out of weird sets, but when it boils down to it, that guy wants to run the football.
Rushman.
And I just like people that want to run the football. So
So we had
Auburn. The Fighting Malzahns.
Auburn and Auburn.
Who they playing?
Auburn and Memphis. You gotta pick Auburn.
Man, yeah, I got
Are
it.
you retarded?
No, because I hate that.
But
SEC.
Memphis is favored by 2.5. So
I want
bookies
I
think
want
that-
Memphis to do
Memphis
it.
has had a really good year.
I want Memphis to do it. I want Memphis. Man,
So we got Memphis and Auburn.
I don't want to pick Memphis. I just want to
What,
win.
Memphis
That's
is
what we're here
what,
for.
9-3 with the 15th ranked highest RPI in the nation?
This is dumb though. You know an SEC team should beat Memphis 100 times out of 100.
But it's a bowl game.
Oh,
And
okay.
Vegas thinks
Fine.
fucking Memphis.
I picked a bunch of teams just to contradict this asshole. I'll take Memphis.
Alright.
Give me Memphis by 3. No, give me Memphis by
That's
1.
2.5 is the line.
I
so
want
you're pretty
Memphis
close.
by 1.
By 1.
They don't cover this.
Don't cover the spread. All right, next one's gonna be the Belts Bowl. The Wolfpack of NC State against Mississippi State, and it's gonna be NC State by 5.
I'll take Russell Wilson's alma mater.
It does.
NC
Not his
State.
real alma mater. Which one does he get? Actually,
What's
pick?
his first
He always
alma
has a
mater?
whole pack of Badgers
This
when
guy
you see
just
him on
keeps taking the
fucking.
one the spread's picking.
He's a smart man.
NC
The house
State.
wins.
No,
Yep.
Mississippi State. Where'd Favre go?
Mississippi?
Southern Miss.
Yes,
Southern Miss.
Favre
You
went to
should know
Southern
that.
Miss, so Mississippi State's irrelevant. I did know that. That's why I said it.
No, you kind of knew
I'm pretty sure.
it. You were questioning whether you knew it.
I'm pretty sure.
Let's just make your picks.
NC State. What just happened?
So we got NC State,
NC State.
Mississippi.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, he had Mississippi.
I said NC State. I said I'm taking Wilson's alma mater.
2 boys picking the Wolfpack.
I just want to know why he made chicken nuggets and he's keeping them over there instead of
Because he's
bringing
like
them over.
Ricky. He's a good guy.
You know why I'm keeping him over here.
The Franklin American
Can you
Mortgage
give me some chicken fries?
Music City Bowl.
I
It's
don't
going to
even
be
want
Texas
any.
A&M at Louisville. Texas A&M by 5.
Texas A&M against Louisville.
Against Louisville, Texas A&M by 5.
What?
In
Dak,
Nashville.
this is Dak Prescott's final game, so I'll go Texas A&M.
And who are they playing? Louisville?
Louisville, yes.
Is Teddy Bridgewater playing? No. Okay, then
Not
I'm
for
going.
Louisville.
I'm going South Carolina. Or which team was it?
It was
Texas
Texas A&M. No Spurrier here.
What the fuck, dude?
Spurrier.
Spurrier's not there
I
anymore.
know. I just always like saying, yeah, the Georgia guy.
are cool.
All right, that guy needs to be our fucking mascot. That
No, he
fucking guy.
doesn't. That guy's fucking dumb as shit.
I want to play him next week for the opener.
That's fine.
First you go with a nice base of white, next to fucking black and red pop.
Next bowl is going to be National Funding Holiday Bowl, number 25 USC at Wisconsin. A whole pack of Badgers.
I fucking hate USC, but I'm gonna pick them because I don't think Wisconsin's beating them.
You have to ask.
Wisconsin
You
by
have to
3.
ask.
Wisconsin actually is favored in this game, by the way, folks. 3.5.
Favor them all you want.
That's why we play the games, right?
That's the V for vagina.
Something those Catholics know nothing about.
Ah, shit.
We do know how to do math. We know that 10 and 2 is better than 8 and 5.
Yep. And touching little boys is better than touching grown girls.
We're talking football. We're not talking about the Catholic Church.
You can say whatever you want, but your team still says touchdown Jesus.
Sorry. Hey, we're talking about football teams.
That's what I'm talking about. Jesus. is
That's
football.
like when I talked to Notre Dame alumni and they're like, hey, did you hear about a graduation rate? I didn't go there. I don't give a fuck. They're 10 and 2. I don't give a shit if none of them go to graduate college. As long as they win.
I don't care
We're
if
all
all of
shoveling
them touch
gravel
little
next
boys.
week. I don't give a shit.
Nobody's touching boys.
Speaking of the South,
That sounds like a guy that touches
Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl is going to be Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl is going to be number 18 Houston at number 9 Florida State. Houston by 7.
Oh,
Have we picked another Dame game yet? No?
We're not there yet.
I like.
Because that's one of the bigger bowls?
Because it's the rankings.
It's a bigger bowl? Okay. I was just making sure. I wasn't sure where we were at. So it's a
I
bigger
like-
bowl.
I like. I'm unfazed.
Shit.
You can't be unfazed by that Charlie Murphy laugh he just busted out. 'Cause he did.
Charlie Murphy.
You know how
what,
high on the name
What
ranks.
game are we picking?
All right, the game is the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. It's number 18 Houston at number 9 Florida State. And no, Teddy Bridgewater's not playing. That means
I
Jameis
like-
Winston isn't playing either.
I like Houston but I'm going Florida State on this.
Fuck Jimbo Fisher up his stupid ass.
Yeah, but I think
Houston.
he's a good coach, so I'm going
He
Florida
probably
State.
is.
Florida State's winning by
You
12.
guys pick a lot of different games. Not picking the same. I like it. I like it.
Well, I mean, you have
All right.
context.
Now we're going to the real games. The real games.
He's a piece of shit.
Is Notre Dame part of the real games? Yeah.
I haven't seen them yet, so they must be.
That must be.
Capital One Orange Bowl. Number 4, Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping on the plain.
Okay.
Against number 1, Clemson.
Clemson. If there's a
Clemson
team
by 3.5.
I hate Oklahoma so much.
Where's Dykeman when we need him?
Where you should be.
Clemson.
Where's with this girl?
I gotta be honest. This
It wasn't
this
even
is,
a main thing to say. It just
this
sounded
is a,
like it.
this is a tough thing to pick. This is a tough thing to pick. I don't want Oklahoma to win. I hate Oklahoma.
You think they're gonna?
That quarterback, man.
He's legit.
That quarterback does some weird, special stuff. But I'm gonna go ahead because I want it. I want Clemson. I want Clemson. I want Dabo. I want them to go to the title game and see what they can do.
See, right now I feel like Sayers should be running out just yelling, Dabo
SEC.
Sweeney. No, they're ACC.
Oh, damn.
But he's just a big fan of the name Dabo Sweeney. Who the fuck names their kid Dabo?
Someone who's fucking doing DHO hits. Yeah, or doing this.
That guy's parents never dabbed. Never.
They went around.
And he hasn't either.
Not once.
Well,
no, he has.
He's done a few.
He's done the dab. He did it. Did it on ESPN. I believe it was a top play.
No one knows that that's actually like shorthand for
Dabo's
high as
dab.
fuck on BHO.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
He's never
doing
actually
dabs.
dabbed.
Dab, but he's done
Because
this
I kept
dab.
asking. I was
He's
like,
done
does dabbing? I was like, does dabbing have anything to do with actually dabbing?
That's what I thought too, because I'm a fucking dumb stoner, so I'm just like, oh, he's talking about weed. No, it's probably something totally different. Alright, so we have Oklahoma Clemson. What's your pick, boys?
Clemson.
Clemson. And you're on the fence.
I have to do it. I have to go Clemson because
Alright.
I want them to win.
It's like one of our 4 unanimous decisions so far, and then it's Clemson.
That's
Alright,
good
next.
though. To only have 4, I mean, I think it's good.
I like it. It's not just a bunch of fucking yes men bullshit. Okay, next one is going to be the Goodyear Cotton Bowl, one of the biggies. Number 3, Michigan State against number 2, Alabama.
Bam, rolled.
Roll Tide.
I know you're gonna hate it.
Michigan State is
But I
favored
gotta
by
say it.
9.5 though.
Roll damn tide.
9.5?
Michigan State.
Derek
9.5?
No.
Observe both hands in the air. I don't care if it seems like football sense tells me Bama could win this with Michigan State. I want to see big boy football. I want to see high formation. I want to see guys busting guys in the mouth. I want to see
I
them
feel
run
like you're
downhill.
talking
Both
about
teams.
Derrick Henry.
Both teams.
Yeah.
Both teams. But Michigan State will keep it close enough, and they'll kick a field goal in the end, and that kicker will go ahead and tune up the band and wind shit up again like he was doing.
So you're predicting he's gonna kick the game-winning field goal, tune up the band, and then give
With a 9-point spread
give
game.
Saban sweet chin music.
He's just gonna go up and rest his nuts on Saban's foreman.
Jim
Right on the
Ross.
bridge of his nose.
Jim Ross is gonna be.
Oh my God! He's put his balls on his face.
He's broken in half.
Hey, as God is my witness, he's broken in half.
No, that
Very
might
well.
be one of the biggest games I'm pumped for because I like the way both of them play football.
Right. It's gonna be a great game.
But roll
It's gonna
Tide.
be real.
Roll damn
Come
Tide.
on, man.
Michigan State by
Oh,
9.5.
yeah, you're an SEC fan now.
No, I'm not. But
Roll
the
Men,
one
women,
team.
children, lie.
Tide.
Chris Carter said men, women, children lie, but numbers don't lie. And the
I
numbers,
just-
the Vegas numbers, which have been wrong before. They say.
If I was picking against the numbers, I would pick Bama all day. Like, okay, Matt, if you were picking by the numbers, would you take Michigan State plus 9.5?
No.
No, those numbers
Hell
are
no.
fucking ridiculous. That's fucking nuts. Michigan State by 9.
In the Cotton Bowl too, so it's gonna be.
But how
in
I
the
actually
South.
feel about the game, I'd take Michigan State by 8.5 easy.
What, a point difference?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's a big difference when you're laying down the lumber.
You're still over.
I know, but I would pick that game
It's
at
a
like a
weird number.
3.5 game point spread. I don't know if I can pick it any higher than that. I think it's gonna be a really good game.
That's what I'm saying. It's like a 1.
But then
Alright.
I'm also scared
But
that
both teams-
Alabama
but
could
both
You're all
teams-
saying Bama?
No, I'm saying Michigan State.
You said Michigan State and Bama.
roll damn tide.
All right.
I'm only saying that because
Well, we'll see. It's gonna be a hell of a fucking.
Roll
game.
Tide War Eagle was a great documentary. It was good.
All right,
Listen, I know I'm in jail and my wife's left me and all that.
My
and I-
kid disowns me, but
my kid doesn't want to speak to me. And I
But
hate
roll damn
the
Tide.
Roll damn tide. What's
that
wrong
guy's a
with
piece
this
of
guy?
shit, but
Yeah.
he
That's all he's got.
He's like a pop culture icon now. Just
Yeah.
No, he's not.
well, he made
is.
Roll Tide.
He
famous.
was for 10 minutes.
He's like I got bronchitis lady. Like
Nobody
everybody
knows
who he
him
was.
when they see him.
They just know that.
No, but they
sentence.
know Roll Tide now is more famous because of that documentary.
Roll goddamn ties.
And he was like the center point. I don't know his name. I don't give a fuck if that guy is dead. But
Hucka.
Roll Tide, War Eagle now, and still.
to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. All right, next one's gonna be the Outback Bowl. Number 13 Northwestern at number 23 Tennessee. Northwestern by 7.5.
That's like, if there's two
On New
teams,
I'm
Year's
going to go
Day.
Northwestern just on the fact I don't like the SEC.
I'm gonna protest and not pick that.
Where's old
game.
Hingle McCringleberry back there to fucking back up his
Dude, that's
SEC?
what I'm going to do for Christmas. I'm doing fucking SEC t-shirts. So you can just root for all the teams.
SEC lubed up fucking.
Oh,
Uh,
forget being a fan of a team. I'm just going to be a fan of a conference and root for everybody.
I'm protesting this, and I'm not picking this one because I fucking hate Tennessee.
Oh, you're a conscientious objector.
I hate Tennessee and I hate Northwestern.
no
They're
matter
both
what
just
happens,
shitty
Orange gets a
teams.
loss.
No, yeah, that's
Orange
fine.
gets a
I'll
loss.
take it. Tennessee, they're fucking 8-4 and they're ranked 14. That shit happens. I fucking hate Tennessee.
Dude, how bad is an 8-4 record? How bad is it?
Well, not 14. I just don't like
Who are your 4 losses?
I
though?
hate
Who are your
Tennessee.
4 losses?
It doesn't matter. It
Who
was
are your
figure
4
of speech.
losses?
I don't even know if that's a record, you jackass.
Well, you
I
said it
hate
like you knew it was a
Tennessee. I fucking hate Northwestern. Fuck them both. I just hate. I hate both the way that both of them play football. They play Monty Schottenheimer conservative fucking football, and it pisses me
Marty
off.
Ball.
Northwestern was like, it's 3rd and 8. We're just gonna run it.
Draw.
Just gonna run a draw. Fucking hate that. And I love running the football. You know that. But
not like this.
not when it's like 3rd and
Not on
9.
Festivus.
3rd and long in a draw play is pretty much bullshit at this point.
And Northwestern does it every time. I'm not picking. Fuck Patrick Fitzgerald too. Fuck him up his stupid ass. That's my fuck off is Patrick Fitzgerald in
That
Northwestern.
was rough.
I hate them.
What's your deal with Northwestern? You know,
Just
like
no, I
Northwestern?
just don't like him. Wanna know why I don't like him?
Yeah.
You really want to get
Because they beat Notre Dame?
no, because of them and their fucking football players that form their fucking union. We no longer have NCAA football on EA Sports. They're the reason I can't play NCAA anymore.
It's a good point.
Fuck them.
That's a fair point.
And fuck Tennessee, just 'cause fuck Tennessee.
Yeah.
Fuck Tennessee.
Fuck Tennessee, that's correct. Unless you want cheap cigarettes and racism.
Unless you're your brother always wanted to live in Tennessee.
Because of the cheap cigarettes. and
Andy
racism.
like the cheap cigarettes.
Alright,
So the next game is going to be the Buffalo Wild Wings Citrus Bowl, number 14 Michigan at number 19 Florida by 4 points. On New Year's Day.
you're giving Harbaugh 15
I gotta be
practices.
honest.
I'm gonna
I
go
gotta be
Michigan.
honest. I'm going Michigan.
Yeah, Michigan.
Couple of Michigans,
You
alright.
give you give Harbaugh that much time.
Nice
He's
and
gonna
easy.
prepare.
He's
Oh.
a great coach. I
Right.
can't stand him. But
Here's one for
damn good at what he does.
Coach Chris. We got the Battle Frog Fiesta Bowl, number 8 Notre
Battle
Dame.
Frog? That's who.
Is that
what
real?
The fuck is
That's
Battle
what it
Frog?
says. I don't know.
That was a
It sounds like Battle
Fiesta
Toads,
Bowl,
right?
right?
Now it's Battle Frog Fiesta Bowl, and it's.
Congratulations, dude. You made the Battle Frog Bowl.
You made the battle. That's really the only caveat he has is that
I know.
we're
I'm
lower
bummed
range,
out.
but you're in the Battle Frog Fiesta Bowl.
It was always the Fiesta Bowl or the Tostitos.
Well,
Yes,
that's the
yes,
Battle
totally.
Frog.
Battle Frog.
This one fucks me up.
Notre Dame at Ohio State, and we have Notre Dame by 6.5.
Notre Dame by 6.5.
6.5.
Oi,
7 by some bookies.
God, they're my school. This game, but as a Notre Dame fan, every game obviously just freaks me out because I'm never confident about shit.
Unless there's a 5'5".
But the way
starting big tackle.
Kaiser's been playing, CJ Prosise is coming back, Will Fuller's having a hell of a year, got one of the top linebackers in the nation. But fucking Urban Meyer, man, giving Urban Meyer 15 practices before a bowl game, that scares the shit out of me because I think Urban Meyer might, outside of Nick Saban, I think Urban Meyer might be one of the best coaches in college football. But obviously, Notre Dame. Notre Dame's gonna
If
win.
Sarah were here, he would
If
fucking
you want to get in, man, you just gotta reach.
steal a nugget. One of these. Ow, my fingers.
Ah!
Hot.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be a good game.
But what's your pick?
Well, Notre Dame. I'm not.
Fighting Irish. or the Buckeyes of Ohio State?
He's gonna take the Bucks.
Not even a question. Well, see, this is almost hard because I hate both teams.
It's hard to pick against Urban Meyer. I'm a
But I
huge Notre Dame
respect
fan.
the shit out of Urban Meyer, so I'm going to go ahead and say Buckeyes get shit done. By the way, how many games did they lose this year? 1 or 2?
They only lost one. But they only played one ranked team this year, and they lost to that ranked team. No, never mind. They played 2 ranked teams because they lost to Michigan State, and then they lost to. Then they beat the dog. They beat the brakes
Who's their second
off
loss?
of Michigan.
Up that pussy.
No, they only lost once
They lost 1 game.
to Michigan State. There's a good argument they should be in the playoff instead of Michigan State. But they didn't make their title game. So
Booby hoo boo.
I mean,
Which is interesting.
So what's your pick? You said Notre Dame
obviously.
because you got to.
I gotta go.
Sure.
I gotta go Ohio State.
We got the Buckeyes.
It's fucking Notre Dame.
Well, Notre Dame's by 6.5. Let's see
I
what-
don't like that. That spread makes no sense.
So the next one's gonna be the Rose Bowl.
Doesn't.
Number 6 Stanford and number 5 Iowa. Iowa
The
by 6.
granddaddy of them all. Is USC in it? No. What were the teams again?
Iowa's gonna win it.
The granddaddy of them all.
Iowa? No, Stanford. By
Oh, Stanford's in it? I didn't hear it.
Stanford against Iowa.
Dude, that's 2 identical teams.
Iowa's by 6
Taking
though.
Stanford.
Iowa's the Lions by
That's
6.
cool. I maybe I'm just asking. You're asking my opinion.
Yes.
I'm not Jimmy the Greek.
And I'm.
But I'm
It's those
I'll
quick
take-
twitch muscle fibers Iowa's got.
I'll take Stanford. I don't believe in Iowa yet because really the only time they went toe to toe with a really good team they lost, and that was in the championship.
Stanford
Against
has
Michigan
killed
State.
everybody this year.
Yeah.
They beat your team.
Beat your
They
team.
beat my
twice.
team twice.
Twice.
Stanford's beat everybody up, so I'm gonna go ahead and go Stanford just because that's him.
So we got
I'm
Stanford
gonna be mad if they
Stanford.
lose in a sense.
They're playing in California. It's a fucking
Against
home game
Iowa.
for Stanford.
Like, why do they gotta lose if they beat us, both of our teams, twice? Well, my team twice, your team once.
Yeah.
And the Rose Bowl's back on fucking New Year's Day too.
Oh, that's great. New Year's Day is I'm just gonna have a fucking boner sitting on my couch.
Yep.
It's like, I'm gonna blow you. I'm like, no, I'll come if Notre Dame wins. Just leave me alone.
I just want blue balls otherwise, though, please. I'll save them for next year.
Sugar Bowl is going to be number 16 Oklahoma State at number 12 Ole Miss.
USC plays New Year's Eve, by the way. It's not like it's a bad bowl.
Holiday Bowl.
They play Wisconsin.
I never said
better
the
than-
Holiday Bowl was a
it's better
bad
than-
bowl. I just said it was a second-tier Pac-12 bowl.
It's not as bad as
You
the
got the
Reineke
Rose Bowl
Carter,
and then
Carter
Right.
Bowl.
What comes after the Rose Bowl? The Holiday Bowl.
Right.
I said that last week, and you argued like, "It's not a second-tier bowl." I was like, "No, you're not listening to the context I'm saying it. If the Rose Bowl is the top tier, Holiday Bowl is the second tier."
Yeah, because it's like Rose Bowl, Orange Bowl,
Sugar Bowl.
Sugar Bowl.
Cotton Bowl.
Yes, Fiesta Bowl.
Fiesta's like number 5.
So
still-
hold
you're
on,
out of the playoff.
you're telling me the Fiesta Bowl was in the playoff last year
Not this year though.
because it rotates. Those were the
Right,
4
'cause it
major
rotates.
bowls.
now,
that's what we're saying.
now it's the Battle Frog
This
Fiesta
year it's
Bowl.
not. This year it's not a playoff bowl.
So the number.
So now you're in the second tier,
so
just
the
like
number
every other
7
second
so
tier bowl game.
The number 7 team is playing the number 8 team.
Yes.
In the Fiesta Bowl, and are you telling me that that's a bigger bowl game than the Holiday Bowl, where the number 25 team is playing the number go fuck your dad team?
What I'm saying is that
They're
no matter
literally
how
on the
much-
same cusp though, because like okay, we're talking number seven
Nonsense.
and number 8 are in
They
the
are.
Fiesta
They
Bowl.
do. They play. That's why we play New Year's
Number
Eve.
7 and number
We
8
play
are in the
New Year's
Fiesta
Day.
Bowl. Okay,
Some
number
people
6, number
argue that
5.
New Year's Eve is a bigger deal.
I don't give a shit what day it's on. I'm just talking about like the prestige of the bowl over the history of like bowl season.
Look at the rankings.
I am.
We have
Notre
number
Dame is what?
8,
Ohio State is what?
7.
Okay.
In the Fiesta Bowl.
No, we're going to go back to the Holiday Bowl. USC is
25.
who are they playing?
Unranked.
Okay. I don't know why I have to argue my point anymore.
Erroneous.
No, it's not erroneous. It's not fucking erroneous. You just
All I'm saying is that since you're talking about this first, second tier, your bowl game this year is clearly a second tier bowl game because it's not part of the playoffs.
Yes, that is.
So you're just as good as Podunk fucking 25 team playing because nobody gives a fuck
It
unless you're in the
doesn't
top
matter.
4
It
fucking
doesn't
teams.
matter,
Well then who
man.
gives a shit?
Does
So,
it matter?
so then you're saying the Rose
You and every other
so-
Notre Dame fan cares.
Okay, so the Rose Bowl. So then the Rose Bowl is a second tier bowl game this year.
No, because they're.
It's not in the playoff.
I hear what you're saying, dude.
If we say that definition, then yes, they're a second tier game.
Okay.
Yeah, I would agree.
Alright.
I would agree because you're number 5, number 6. Rose Bowl used to be a national championship
So
deciding
here's,
game.
okay, here's what I would say. If you had your top tier, so this year you have the Cotton Bowl and the Orange Bowl in the playoff games, right? Just like last year was the
Are you
Rose.
saying? Are you saying who I would ask to be in the bowl games?
No,
Like which would be the top
listen,
tier?
Listen. If you were talking about like the top, if you're gonna go top tier as far as bowl games, then your top tier would have to be the playoff teams. And this year it is the Orange Bowl and it's the Cotton Bowl. Last year was the Rose and the Fiesta, right?
Okay. So they have to rotate. I get that.
Every year.
But I'm saying that that's bullshit. They should just pick a game and roll with it. Like, okay, if we're gonna say four games are gonna be the playoff games. 2 games, 4 teams, which really should be more. Let's be honest.
If they get to 8, I think we have the perfect formula.
If we're gonna break up the country of USA into geographical locations, look at like the NFL. It's north, south, east, and west. You're gonna need to have 4 games to decide a playoff
No, that's fine.
legitimately
Right.
to really please everybody.
I'm just arguing the Fiesta Bowl on the grand scheme of bowl games is a bigger draw than the Holiday Bowl.
Not this year.
I don't feel like that's a fucking. I don't feel like that's like
Because it gets rotated out.
downplaying the
because
Holiday Bowl. but
because
you're
it
talking,
because it gets rotated. Now you've basically diluted
you're
the power of the other games.
You're only 2 years. You're 2 years separated from the Fiesta Bowl. It used to be a BCS game. Those were the
Right,
4.
but that's not
those were the
anymore.
4 big
It's not
games.
anymore. I'm saying that's the new shit. Do I agree with it?
But
No.
still, the Fiesta. It's the Fiesta. I mean, I'm not trying.
It's the fucking
I
frog
would be
stomp.
arguing this.
The frog
I don't know
fuck.
where the fucking frog stomp Fiesta Bowl came from, but Fiesta
Okay,
Bowl has always been
but
a
I'm saying,
bigger
like,
bowl.
That's
all I'm saying.
They're rapidly slipping, and I agree with you that it should be part of
I-
it. It should be a not just 2 games decide who's the national champion. We're gonna sit here all year and
But it
fucking
is.
rank
But it,
people.
listen,
We
listen.
all
All right, all
agree
right,
on
all right.
if-
I've been listening to this for a while.
Nobody, USC and Notre Dame, neither of them are playing for the national championship.
Which
so
is
guess
what
they're
I
all
said
playing
last week.
Second tier.
That's what.
Pretty
that's
much
pretty what
though.
I'm
That's
saying.
what the world fucking says.
Because yeah, Notre Dame fans are like, well, we're in this great bowl,
Well, yeah.
but everybody else is like, well, yeah, you guys are just, but you're in a bowl that doesn't count for the playoff. So
Right.
And as
that's the
someone-
one negative thing the playoff did. It makes teams
And again, yeah.
it makes teams 5 through 10 seem just like
inconsequential.
teams 11 through 25.
Yes. And that's the problem. You need to have more games involved in this playoff.
Well, see, I think that if they get to 8 games, if they get to 8 teams, I think that's where they should stop. And I think that would
8
be
teams in the playoff.
Do it
and
just
then
like the
be
fucking
done.
NCAA.
No. You're
Have-
talking about the basketball.
I'm not saying have 100 fucking teams go into it into a
That's
fucking
like
crazy tournament, but I'm
106.
saying okay, like at
What
the
do
end-
we got here for Bud State? What do we got left?
Oh, for bowl games?
8 teams, I think. Is, for me, my
Let's
opinion.
do this.
8.
Let's make the picks and let's sign it off.
All right.
Because we've been.
We're at
let's-
12:40. We got about
let's
20
just-
minutes.
Yeah, I gotta get home. I gotta work in the
All right.
morning.
Next game is Oklahoma State, number 16 at number 12, Ole Miss, All-State Sugar Bowl.
Also,
Oklahoma State by 7.
Ole Miss.
Why'd you go? Wait, you know what? Just all the whole time you've just been taking the easy ones.
Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State
I'll
is
take
favored.
Oklahoma State just because they're favored doesn't mean it's the easy
So
one.
before
is
you criticize me for picking the favorite teams, and
the
now all of a sudden I'm
SEC
picking the
team.
easy
The
one,
SEC team is always the
you're
easy
just
one.
you're fucking fruity.
That's just not even a good point.
All right. Tax Slayer Bowl. Penn State at Georgia.
Georgia. Fuck.
Penn State by 6.5.
All right, Georgia.
Who's better at raping?
Okay.
Easy now,
Kansas State at Arkansas.
You didn't
AutoZone
say
Liberty
who's-
Bowl.
Georgia.
Georgia?
Yeah, it's, Penn State's not intriguing at all.
Because both got Georgia on that one. Kansas State versus Arkansas, the AutoZone Liberty Bowl. Kansas State by 13.
Kansas State against Arkansas.
Arkansas, yes. Razorbacks.
Oh, that's tough.
Them some tough apples.
Say K-State.
K-State.
Coach is
Tyler Lockett.
good. Coach is good.
You got Brett Bielema.
Their quarterback hasn't been awesome.
Oh, Arkansas, Brett Bielema. If you guys don't have a fullback, we'll beat your ass. Every spread team kicked the
We'll
shit out of
beat your
Arkansas
ass.
this year. Every spread team hung like 50 points on him after he said that shit. You cannot say that shit. We're gonna run pro style. if your team doesn't have a fullback, we're gonna kick your ass. That's what he said. Every fucking spread team put up like 50 points. You better have a good defense if you're gonna say some shit like that. So I'm gonna go K-State, because fuck, Brett Bielema
K-State?
just made bigger coach, like fat line coaches who become head coaches. He just made all of us look fucking stupid.
I'll go
Saying
with,
some dumb shit.
I'll go with Brett Bielema just because he picked K-State. Under most circumstances, I would go with K-State.
All right. Next one's going to be the Valero Alamo Bowl. Number 15, Oregon. At number 11, TCU.
With a healthy
And
Vernon
the point
Adams.
spread is even.
Wow. So it's a pick 'em.
It's
Healthy
a straight
Ver-
up pick 'em.
If you had a healthy Vernon Adams all year, you might have an undefeated Oregon team. So I'm gonna go Oregon.
Eastern Eagles.
Yeah,
Damn,
they'd be
fucking
undefeated.
right. I think so. I think they
Fly, Eagles.
What about the games he
fly.
played in? They lost.
could be. Huh?
What about the games he played in? They
The
lost.
only game they lost in was Michigan State, and he had a broken thumb.
Those excuses are like assholes.
Everyone's got one. Everyone thinks
When
everyone
you're a
stinks.
quarterback and you have a broken thumb on your throwing hand, that excuse seems a little more valid.
Ask Andy
suppose.
Dalton.
All right.
Fuck Andy Dalton.
Right up his fucking red ass.
It's beautiful hair.
Man, I'm inclined to believe that Oregon's going to win that.
It's even fucking spread. And you gotta keep in mind TCU is a Texas
TCU
University,
is
so,
really
so it
good,
is
though.
more of a home game for them.
TCU's had a great
in San Antonio.
year. Man, that's hard. Actually, I changed it. I gotta go TCU. Give me TCU,
All right,
buddy.
so since the point spread's even, what about the over/under? Do you guys think 78.5? Over/under?
Over.
You going over on that
I
one?
would.
It's gonna be a shootout.
That's tough. Oh, under 78.
ONU. Next game is gonna be the Motel 6 Cactus Bowl, West Virginia at Arizona State. Arizona State by 1.
Arizona State. Against West Virginia?
West Virginia.
Is Noel Devine still playing for West Virginia?
No, and
No,
and,
so Arizona State.
and neither is fucking Dennis. This is Dennis.
Oh, shit.
What are you doing? How many bowls are left? 30?
We're getting close. We're on January 2nd, so there's only so many more. The rest gotta be ranked pretty much. Okay. And I think this is the last one. Yeah, that's it for the bowl games, boys.
Why are we
Shit.
still on? Why are we still on?
Because
the,
after this is the national championship, and we'll have to bet on that next week.
No, that's a couple weeks away. We won't know until who wins.
Oh
the
yeah,
Let's do it.
So 2 weeks out from now.
Let's do it. Butt State. Have a good night. I think I fell asleep at the table.
Wanna do the last
Cheers
toast?
to that. I don't know if there's another toast.
From the Wax and Stacks, it's the best on racks. This is Butt State signing out.
Yoo!